All right, fantastic. We're live. Feel free to go ahead and give us your epic intro, Lisa.
It's not that great, but yeah.
I'm excited.
Hold up.
You're all good.
Surely you haven't
Oh,
forgotten.
yeah. No, I'm just opening a file. Alright. Just give me 1 moment. Okay, last time on Whispers on a Crimson Dawn, the ragtag group, loosely known as the Bloody Nails, had just dispatched a sea hag and her summoned water elemental. Through rigorous perseverance and a tiny bit of luck, our group was barely able to overcome this encounter. As proof of completion of the task, I decided to sever the head of the sea hag. Beknownst to me, the hag's neck was covered in thick scales, the flesh sinewy and tough. This proved too much for the small knife I was wielding. Balerion noticed my struggles with his one good eye, and grabs the hair of the sea hag with one hand. In doing so, he stretches her neck and delivers a mighty cleave with his longsword. The head was attached with 2 to 3 inches of flesh and skin, which prompted Rio to jump in with his daggers. With a few precise slashes, the head comes free away from the body. Revolted by the stench and horrid appearance of the decapitated head of the sea hag, I shape a sphere of water and the head around the head and freeze it in place like a snow globe. After carefully searching through the contents of the cave, the group left with 2 potions, 1 green, 1 blue, and 2 pouches of sea hag herbs. This was a dangerous and eventful morning, as the sun had just begun to rise. We decided to clean ourselves up and make haste for Kamar. So upon arrival to the city of Kamar, we decided to hand in our quest first to collect our reward. Whilst doing so, Valerian reminds us that his tailored armor was probably ready and noted that we should do some light shopping. Since we knew the Moonbreakers would not be ready with their plans for a few days, we headed over to the alchemist shop after collecting Valerian's armor. The owner of the shop informs us on the quest of his missing wife. He's seemingly worried for her since she's recently mentioned the sightings of apparitions on her trips to the mountains whilst gathering herbs. Seeing all the potions around the store, I persuade the store owner to have a quick look at the potions procured from the Sea Hag adventure. He identifies the bottles as the green one to be a nasty, corrosive poison. Which I give to Arendor for safekeeping. The blue potion, on the other hand, increases one's intelligence. Wait, sorry, I wrote something.
Sorry, it was 1 intelligence for like a damage or something like that, right?
It's what is it? And damage the user upon use, so increases intelligence, yeah. In order to find his missing wife, we leave with haste. As there's half a day's hike to the mountains, we arrive at the mountain mining town at dusk. As the cold begins to set in, we head to the inn for a combination and a hot meal. An old man overhears our conversation during our meal and tatts off a tale of a ghost girl. I'm intrigued by the story. Valerian asks some questions and finds out that the ghost has a sister named Tara. As the evening is young, I purchase a tasty tomato soup and freshly baked loaf of sourdough to see if Tara is home. With the hot food in hand, we head off to her house, and we arrive at a small, dilapidated, unkept home. We knock and we wait, and for a few minutes we hear nothing until we hear some soft footsteps when Tara appears opening a creaky door. She willingly accepts our food and lets us into her home to have a quick, nice chat. She notes that we should look at a location known as Tumbler's Crag, and that if you find her sister, it's best if we can try and get her body back, or I thought it'd be good to get her body back. So that night we head back to the inn, and that is where we last left off.
Yeah. Nice, man. Thank you. Very thorough. I guess one thing to note as well is the whole Neros leaving, as he thought his path needed to lead him in a different direction. And who knows when we might meet him again. Cool. All right, sweet. So I guess as we start, that evening, is there anything you guys want to do before heading to sleep? Or are you guys good to get to sleep now? And we'll pick up on the next day.
I want to equip Misty Step.
You want to? You mean you finish learning it?
What?
Have you learnt it yet?
I thought I had. I'd spent the money. I've done the hours. It's there.
Yeah, let's have a look. See, you mean?
I want to prepare it.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. So yeah, you prepare your spells after a long rest. So you do it in the morning.
Yeah.
Were you gonna? I remember you were looking at your spell book, Donda, and you wanted to learn some other spells other than Misty Step. I think
Donda has been asleep in his other life.
Well then.
And has not done this yet.
Well, if you're free tonight, I'd like to get my quarterstaff, and you can help me attach this warg fang that we collected in our journey to make a spear of sorts.
Alrighty then. Where's my forge?
Oh, it's only wood and tooth and fangs, so we won't need to melt any metal or anything. Not that I think.
Depends how thorough you want to be, I suppose. If you're thinking of just strapping it with some leather, then that's probably okay. But if you want to get a good, carve it in and seal it up with, nails or that sort of thing, you might need some more tools. Depends how how nice you want it to be.
For now, we'll just do it somewhat crude, and we'll strap it in with some leather straps.
Yep, that'll work. Are you keen to help out, Donda?
Sure.
Cool. Well, you have tools proficiencies with smith tools, I believe. So why don't you
Yep.
Why don't you make a roll? So
For
here
what?
we go.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's a thing, is it?
Yeah. If you click it, under the attributes tab, you'll see down the bottom there's a list of proficiencies. You should be able to click that, and it'll let you should let you roll.
Proficiency.
Bottom left. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Yeah, no problem.
Is that with advantage?
No.
Probably not. No. Yeah, all good. So yeah, I guess as the evening's starting to wind down, Donda can rip out his smith's tools kit and chisel out a little divot at the bottom of your staff. Find a good spot for it to come in and strap it up. So you can have your quarterstaff slightly put together. Probably you'll want to revisit it at some point to fashion it a bit nicer. But for now, I think you've got something working for now. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right, cool. Anyone else any business, or are we off to sleeps?
I'm good for sleepy sleeps.
Mhm.
How about everyone else?
Cool.
I'm very much in a bit of a sleep because I am still completely fucked after burning everything and nearly dying to a hag.
Yeah, and then traveling like 10 miles.
Mm-hmm.
While Dondar and Kai are doing their smithing, Erendor's gonna chill in the tavern and mess around with his new invisible mage hand and just like pull little pranks on people. Just like moving people's glasses slightly further away than they thought it was, or like shifting chairs slightly, and people kind of
Pulling up the skirts of maids.
no, nothing weird like that. But we're just leaning into the whole ghost fantasy. Maybe he's a skeptic, I think. He sort of likes messing with people. Anyway, all good. Evening can come, and you can take a long rest if you want to crack open your sheets and click the button. I'll do it for you. There we go. Cool. So the morning comes colder overnight. You anyone who's tossing in the evening notices the wind starting to pick up a bit. Temperature definitely dropping, and as you start getting out of bed, it is definitely a lot colder. And as you come down from your rooms and look outside the window, you can see snow is starting to fall, and the wind is definitely picking up. The big, large flakes of fresh snow is swirling quite fast past the window. The owner of the tavern, the woman you met the night before, whose name is Anya, she's up early as well, and she's just getting the place together a bit. Cleaning a few glasses, setting things up. She kind of just nods to you as you come down, but doesn't make any movement to start a conversation with you. Fully aware that travelers might want to just quietly slip away without much fuss. So the day is yours to do with what you want.
Yeah, well, if we're all awake and fooded, breakfast and belly for whatever we're dealing with tonight. Before we head out, I'm going to take 10 minutes of the party's time and just go around and check in with each person. Just gonna, check in with our wonderful little archer, Rio, make sure he's got a special bowstring all wrapped up. It's a cold coming.
Yeah, no, I'm good to go.
Yep.
This snow's going to make it annoying to track, but I'm good to go.
We'll get you a bit of fresh wax or lard or something as soon as we can to make sure that doesn't happen.
No, to track the lady.
Checking with Donda. Got all your spells ready for the day. A bit of a look through your list to make sure you're all prepared.
Well, I think so.
So, a quick glance over them. Now's the time to make sure. Anything you think that can come in handy, it's always good to load up beforehand.
Well, all right then.
Checking with Kai. You want to have a little look at that pointy stick you've got there?
Yeah. Go ahead. I hand over my pointy Wargfang spear. It's quarterstaff hybrid.
Give it a bit of an eyeball. Check the fixing. Well, it should be solid for now. When we get somewhere a bit more steady, bring it to me. I'm handy with woodworking tools. I might be able to fit this in a bit nicer.
Yeah, that sounds good. Talking about the ghost story last night, have you ever fought any kind of like undead, ghostly apparition type monsters in your lifetime?
Not to my memory, but my memory's got quite a few holes in it. So.
I see. I've never fought anything the like before. If we do come across stuff like that, I would like to at least try and have some sort of edge. I guess magic is the way, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure we would have heard to the DM here. We would have all heard rumors about fighting magical creatures that ordinary weapons aren't super effective.
Alright, good to know.
Yeah.
We live in a world where magical creatures exist. There would be some ambient knowledge, sure.
Yep. It's probably, or if you wouldn't know specifically, you can probably make a guess. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. I'm checking with Arendor as well. Tossing the spare whetstone that I bought and make sure he's keeping his daggers sharp. I know he's going a bit more archery lately and leaving me out there on my own, but we'll sort that out at a later date when we've got time.
Yeah. Donda pulls out his recently acquired crossbow and says, "Yeah, I've been thinking about giving this thing a try. What do you think about this?" And he kind of shows it to you. Basic sort of a crossbow, but it looks sturdy.
Where the fuck did Dondar get that?
He bought it back in
Arendor.
Yeah.
Oh, Arendor.
Wrong name.
Oh, sorry. What did I say? Donda.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. No, I was Erendor.
Okay. Cool.
Donda just got possessed for a second by the DM.
What the fuck happened?
Quick little party huddle. Say, well, at this stage, I'm the only frontliner, the only melee. I'll soak up what I can, but I've only got so much soaking up to do. I might need a few people to rotate in and out every now and then just to draw a bit of fire. But we'll see how that goes.
Let's tap you on the shoulder. I think I've got that covered with my new blessing from the goddess saloon.
Rightio. Well, if we're ready. And as a result of me going around and badgering everyone for 10 minutes, everyone starts the day with 7 temporary hit points extra.
Oh wow. That's for the whole day.
Yep. I'll link it if I can. There we go.
Amazing. So
you can add.
underneath your health bars and on your character sheet, there's a little temp thing. You can just smash a 7 on there.
Alright, since we have eyes and ears around, I wonder who's our best spotter in our party?
That'd be
Probably be Ryu, I think.
the elf.
No, I reckon it would honestly be. One sec. I reckon it should be Dondar, to be honest.
Donda seems the
Me?
best. Alright, well then, I pat you on the shoulder, Donda, and I give you the blessing of the vigilant blessing. So it gives you initiative, advantage on initiative when we do encounter something.
Ooh.
That has nothing to do with perception, though.
Why, thank you, Kai.
I'm just saying.
Sorry, I said Dondar because perception is based off wisdom. I mean, I'm proficient in it, but he'd probably have a better plus to it.
Let's just go with that for now, okay?
Yeah. What's done is done.
Sorry, what have I got?
Advantage on initiative rolls when we hit combat.
Oh, initiative.
So you get to roll twice for initiative.
You can blast early.
Maybe. You're lucky.
Riv,
Hmm.
while Vale is making that inspirational speech
Mm-hmm.
And talking to the other party members, I pull out the thing that I pocketed from the magic store,
Yep.
and I want to see if I can figure out what it might be.
Well, so you would have grabbed it, and I told you it felt kind of weirdly fluffy, something when you grabbed it and chucked it straight in. I don't think you looked at it since. It's pretty easy to figure out what it is. It looks like a quill. It's like a writing quill. The tip of it is blackened with ink.
Right. I'll need to flip this past Dondar later, just in case there's got anything magical about it.
All right. Cool. So everyone's being inspired and ready to go. How are we approaching this?
I'll look over at Arendor and Rio. Those sneaky boys over there are very good at scouting.
So yeah, I'll just quickly remind you what Tara had mentioned to you from the night before. she had spoken about how many, many decades ago, her sister, Sala, who the town called Sala the Brave because she was always running and playing in the forest, she liked to go out to an area known as Tumbler's Crag, which was deep into the forest to the north. And her theory was that something had happened out there, and she'd never returned and never been seen before. Oh, sorry, never been seen again.
Who was she tumbling with out there?
We shall find out. We may never find out.
Did
Cool.
we find out from the sister how long ago she died?
Decades, several decades. You can probably surmise 40 or 50 years. She would have died very young.
Cool, so unlikely we'll find a body.
Might find bones, maybe.
We'll know if we find her locket that she had with her all the time. That would be probably our best way to identify her body.
Well, if we don't have a direction, all we can do is head out.
Actually, before we head out, I'd like to ask the innkeeper the direction, best way to head to Tumbler's Crag north of the town.
Yeah, Anya looks up as you come over, and she says, "Oh, Tumbler's Crag, be careful out there in weather like this. It's ought to be dangerous. You can't really miss it if you just head north out of the town, deep into the forest. Probably take you an hour or so to get there. Big, long stretch of rocky crags. Yeah, you'll be hard pressed to miss it. Be careful though."
Oh, thank you so much. It's our first time here, so we don't really know the area very well.
Well, it's a lovely area. Hope you enjoy your stay. I mean, for what it is. A little mining town like ours, we don't get many visitors, to be fair, but we're a close bunch. Nice little community.
It's good to know. Would you ever head out in weather like this to Tumbler's Crag?
Oh goodness, not if I needed to, no. Not unless I really needed to.
So we're due for the winter snows now.
Let's get into that season, yeah. It's going to make the miners' lives a lot more difficult. Everyone's getting their rush for the last part of the working season in before they hunker down for the winter.
So what you're telling us is it would get much worse than this if we stay any longer. The snow will keep piling in thicker and heavier and colder.
Do you mean today? I mean, deeper, and we're barely touching winter yet. It's going to get a lot worse.
So,
but
right. If we were to hold out, it'd get much worse later on.
she kind of just heads over to one and looks out. Yeah, doesn't look like it's going to be passing today.
Alrighty. Let's pack for the cold. Alright, I'm ready to head out. Thanks for the tips, Anya.
She smiles at you as you head over. You meet up with the rest of your group. And we can head out into the world. Any final preparations to make, or are we good to go?
Yes, I would like to pass the hag potion of intuition, intelligence +1 to Donda and say,
Okay.
oh, this is no use for me, but you are a very intelligent being. I think you'd find use in this. I hand over this blue potion. Just be careful, you kind of take a bit of, it will hurt you a little bit.
It'll hurt me.
Did you add a custom item for that?
I think I did, but it didn't not save.
Oh yeah, I see. No, yes, there. Sea Hag Intelligence Potion. I'll just drag over into Donda's inventory so that he doesn't have to make a new one. There you go.
Then
And
I'll just delete it from
yours.
yeah. Alright, cool. Thanks.
Cool, easy as that. So you should see Sea Hag Intelligence Potion on your sheet now, Donda.
I guess. All right.
Incredible. Okay. Heading on out. door opens from the tavern, and you are struck in the face by freezing winter air. Large bits of snow are swirling down. It's not blowing a gale, like it's not howling, but it's definitely starting to come in a bit for the worse. Looking up at the sky, it's dark black and grey clouds obscuring the sun. It's a very sort of mournful morning looking around at this tiny little town nestled in the valley. And the deep red forest ahead of you to the north is starting to get blanketed with snow. If you'd like to head out, someone can make me some survival checks to see how we go on the way to Tumbler's Crag. Oh, there he is.
Kick him from the channel.
Since you've been... Since you were away, Death Mouse, your character has had his way with 2 prostitutes, got into a bar fight with a... No, I'm joking.
And has lost 3 fingers.
Yeah.
3 prostitute fingers.
And is temporarily blinded by drinking too much alcohol.
Yeah.
You'll need to add +7 temp hit points.
Yeah, I've done it for him. So yeah, Vale did a inspiring speech and everyone gained temporary hit points for the morning. So you guys are basically about to head out into the cold winter storm to try and find what you're looking for. Yeah.
And I'm assuming he's muted himself or something, because...
Yeah, are
anything.
you talkable? Hello?
Yes. Oh, there he is.
There he goes. Nice. Good to see you, bro. All right. Cool. So, first up, making our way through the forest to the north to find Tumbler's Crag. Who wants to lead the survival check? Either a couple of you can do it, or one person can do it with some assistance.
I'll lead.
All right.
I give you some guidance and pat you on the shoulder.
Cool. So feel free to make survival with a +D4.
Yeah, I'm just reading something. Alright, so all of that kicking after an hour. Okay. I want to know what Dondar's doing with his axe, though.
Donda.
He's like, you better not lead us astray.
Chopping the snow.
Yeah.
It's confidently chopping around me.
Was someone assisting him for advantage, I assume? Or is someone else going to make a survival check as well?
I think someone would have been assisting, seeing as though he has the guidance.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Roll again.
With advantage?
Well, he's rolled once, so he can just roll a second time. All right. The storm is a bit worse than you would have expected, unfortunately, as we get out into the trees. Snow's coming down and making it quite difficult visibility-wise. Every now and then, kind of, it's difficult to gauge the direction you're heading because, you can't really see where the sun is. It's easy to get the tracks behind you blown over with the snow. However, you do...
After the first hour, I think I'm good, though. I know where I'm going, so my group can't become lost except by magical means.
Yep. Yeah. So you're not going to get lost. It's just going to take you slightly longer to get there than if you had rolled slightly higher. But that's all good. So about 2 hours pass after leaving the tavern, and you start seeing up ahead of you the trees start thinning out a little bit. There's still trees scattered around and posted up, but you'd come upon what you can only assume is Tumbler's Crag, a jaggy stretch of rocky terrain nestled within the forest. The heavy snow blankets the crags, softening their harsh edges, but adding an element of treacherous unpredictability to the landscape. Visibility here is limited. The crags seem to extend endlessly into the white void, disappearing into the dense forest and swirling snow. The air is bitingly cold, and the unusual forest sounds are muffled by the storm, creating an eerie silence broken only by the occasional creak of tree branches and the distant rumble of shifting rocks. So what would you like to look for?
I'm going to take a quick look around at the horrible weather and say, well, if the alchemist's wife is still alive, then she probably doesn't have much time up here. Turning to Ryu, you know the wilderness, mate. if you were hunting herbs in the forest, what sort of area would you be looking for up here?
If I was going for herbs, I'd be looking at the base of mountains or the bottom of trees.
We're at the base of the mountains in the trees. Using your extensive knowledge of survival, can you narrow it down a bit?
I mean, I normally just hunted game. I didn't really look for like veggies and herbs.
Okay, fair enough. Can we hear running water at all?
Make a perception check.
Sure thing.
I'm rolling it. Yeah.
Probably can't use guidance on this. You can't. He's not going to be like, I'm about to listen. Oh, I'm going to guide you for that. He's just.
I'm a bit deaf as well as half blind.
And there is no river to be heard either. Difficult to hear over top of the sound of the wind blowing through the trees, but you also cannot hear any sounds of water out here.
All right. While Valerian's doing that, I would like to do a perception check for any footprints in the snow.
Yep. Cool. Go for it. It'll be at disadvantage because of the bad weather. So disadvantage on perception checks requiring vision.
Why is it 2?
What's that?
Disadvantage, take the worst.
Oh, right. It takes the worst.
Yeah, it's if there were tracks, the snow has blown over and covered, and it's the you're at the base of this like really craggy, rocky terrain that's sort of sticking up like a spine that goes along quite far in the distance. So difficult to tell where someone might be out here. Could be a mile to the north or behind.
And Dondar's enhanced eyes see anything that he should investigate?
Yep, you can also roll a perception check if you like.
Is that with advantage or not?
Let's see. It gives you... What does it do? So the Vigilant Blessing gives you advantage on initiative, right? I don't think it affects...
Yeah, it's just
perception
initiative.
checks.
Just initiative. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can make a perception check with disadvantage as well. Ooh, good one. But you can roll it again.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, just because it'll be disadvantage.
Oh.
Or twice pick lowest.
Yeah. You don't find any tracks. I guess you might want to let me know what you're looking out for specifically. But if you're looking for tracks,
I
at
was
this point,
looking for things out of the ordinary that might give us a hint for our quest.
Yeah. Can't really see anything specifically in this area that you're currently in, but as you're kind of looking around up, looking around behind a few trees, looking up towards, this section of rocky crag ahead of you, I feel like you might have heard something like maybe a little whale sound or something. It might have just been a tree creaking. You're sure you hear something kind of just jump out at you, in the back of your mind. You're like, oh, what was that coming from far to the north, or at least further along the rocks somewhere.
I think I hear something towards the north. I'm not sure what.
Well, we should probably get up there and find a high spot to get a bit of vision out anyway.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Cool. So yeah, just to be clear, I was meaning it wasn't necessarily like up on the rocks in front of you. It was sort of like further along northward. But you can head up onto the top of the rocks as well if you want. That's all good.
Oh, northward, looking for vantage points, I guess.
Yeah, higher points.
Cool.
So we can get a better vantage point or look out on the area below.
Yeah.
What's the visibility like?
It's tough. It's rough. Hence the disadvantage on perception checks. It's very dark here under the trees with not much sun coming through, and there is just swirls of snow coming through, making you kind of need to squint every now and then.
Okay.
The snow can get through the.
Sorry, go.
The snow can get through the trees, but the sunlight can't. Is that?
Oh, I'm
magical?
not saying it's like pitch black, but yeah, it's just under forest canopies it's slightly darker than it would be if you were out in the open.
All right.
I'll try something if you allow it, Riv.
Anything, man.
I want to take out the rope of climbing
Yeah.
and set up one end at my feet and grab the other end and say the command word. If I'm reading it right, this rope can hold 3,000 pounds. And if I hold one end and use an action to speak the command word, it animates, and then I can bonus action tell one end to move. So I'm going to put one end on the ground, grab the other end, and say the command word for it to go up and see if it drags me up in the air, and just keep doing that every 6 seconds until I'm 60 foot in the air. If that's how it works.
Yeah. Probably not.
When
I
it's
think
climbing, you have to lash it to something,
it
don't
would
you?
need to be attached to something, and I would say it probably can't move while something is on it. The idea would be that you can make it attached to something, and then it could, you could rappel off it with 3,000 pounds of weight.
The dwarf does not consent to catch him when he falls.
What do you mean? We want a flying machine.
A flying rope.
Just unlocked an infinite potion of fly.
Yeah, no peasant can. Yeah.
I don't see why you can't lash it to the top of the tree and climb up, Rio.
Yeah, all right.
Or the biggest tree we can find in the forest.
How tall are the trees around us?
There's a variety. There's some that might go up sort of 30 or 40 feet. There's some that are a bit shorter. So you could pick one of any height.
Yeah, I'll grab one of the ones that are 40 feet. I will tell the rope to nod itself.
Cool.
So it shortens to 50 foot, but gives me advantage to climb it, and I'm going to go up.
Amazing. Yep. So you can find a tree that looks nice and tall. It'll slide on up the trunk, find a good branch, and loop around. Roll an athletics check with advantage. Large knots appear at 1 foot intervals. That's clever.
Hot.
Nice. No problem. You scamper up like a mouse, and within seconds, you're up on top, and your head's poking out at the top of the canopy. Looking northward, you can see, probably not super far, but you can see the peaks and the spikes of the rocky crag, which is also slightly above the tree line, just carrying on northwards. You can probably see half a mile-ish before they disappear into the fog, and kind of similarly behind you in the other direction as well.
You see trees.
Yeah, and lots of trees.
Can I have a look around from up here to see if I can find her?
Yeah, do you want to roll a perception check?
Sure.
All right, go for it.
I was just reading through my things to see if I have advantage, but not on perception. Looks like it's on survival to track.
You're in your favorite terrain, so you can add your proficiency modifier again, I think.
This is the one I was going off. You have advantage on wisdom survival checks to find them, and intelligence checks to recall.
Yeah.
But not perception to see.
Oh yeah, cool. So you're looking at your humanoid thing. If you look at your what is it called? Natural Explorer Forest. When you make an intelligence or wisdom check related to your favorite terrain, your proficiency bonus is doubled.
Okay, so add another 2 then. My 11 becomes a 13.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's still quite difficult to see far up here. Unfortunately, snow's still whirling away.
I'll climb back down and untangle the rope and tell everyone what I saw.
Rightio. Well, Otherwise we can continue north. We should probably spread out a little bit, stay within visual distance of each other as that changes. We are, after all, a search party.
There's a dwarf joke in there somewhere, I'm sure.
I'll pull out my sword and my shield, and I'll say I'll bang it 3 times every 10 steps. I'm making lots of noise, very obvious. We are here looking for a potential lost humanoid person.
Cool.
So every 10 steps, I'll bang it 3 times and then leave the in-between to listen for any response, call and response kind of thing.
Yep. Okay, cool. So traveling on northwards this way, how far do you want to travel for before you take another action, I suppose? Like how long are we planning on looking for before we decide on anything? Like are we sort of saying let's walk for 10 minutes, or are we looking more like let's go for a couple of hours looking?
I have no idea of distance at the moment in the world, so let's say we'll give it 10, 15.
Okay.
Good options, any?
Yeah, 10, 15 minutes. Haven't heard anything again at this point. However, why don't a couple of you guys make perception checks as we're going? I assume you're looking out or listening out for things.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Any
a
response
roll
to the noise?
disadvantage.
It depends. So if you want to focus on keeping an eye out for tracks or listening out for sounds, just let me know what you want to do.
I'm definitely looking for tracks and looking for trying to actively track the person as much as possible.
Yep. Cool.
I will be trying to listen.
All right, fantastic. So, Erendor, you can roll a perception check just as a straight roll, and Rio, you can do it with disadvantage, but remember to add your proficiency modifier twice.
Perception.
Yep. Oh.
So 8.
Yeah, so 10, 15 minutes go on and still nothing, unfortunately, man. Starting to get colder.
If we look around, are we making progress?
In terms of the distance that you're traveling?
Yeah, distance.
Yeah, you've made a bit of progress. Yeah, you've probably traveled a good half a mile or something like that. Yep.
We're not being magically moved around
Nah,
like before.
No, not like that. Oh, Lisa, you're a bit quiet, man.
Oh, sorry, mic was down.
Yeah, good.
While we're moving around, I like to keep my eye out for like a cave or any type of sheltered like natural structures or human-built structures or ruins.
Yep. So in the next sort of 10 to 15 minutes, you don't spot anything like that. I can tell you. But if you'd like to carry on for another 10, 15 up along the crags, we can do another round of perception checks.
Yeah, I've got a passive perception of 16, so...
Yep, oh yeah, I'm aware, yep.
Okey-doke.
Okay, cool, so same perception checks again.
What's the name of the lady that we're looking for?
The wife of the alchemist was Teresa. She's a short, black-haired lady.
Ah, cool. I like to yell out with Word of Radiance. You go, Teresa.
Okay, what does Word of Radiance do? So just like amplify?
It's just say you, utter a divine word and a burning red erupts from you.
Alright.
But I do
Okay,
it.
cool.
So each creature of my choice must succeed a Constitution saving throw, but I don't choose any of my party, so it's just using it to project her voice, her name, into the wilderness.
Is that
A cantrip.
is it
Range
cantrip?
5 feet damage. Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Well, there you go.
It's
cool.
basically a walking pulse flare.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know this existed. Divine word, burning radiance erupts from each creature. I don't think that's what it does, to be honest. because you say a divine word, and that's like the verbal component of the spell. But I mean, I'm happy to say that it amplifies it a bit because it's kind of cool. And you're making a bit of a noise, and this burning radiant energy is blasting out around you.
Yeah, I just want to make some noise.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I like that. So another 10-15 minutes on again. Let's get perception checks again from the same guys if you're looking out for the same things.
Do I need to do a perception check for caves and stuff or shelters?
You won't see. Oh yeah, sure. Either you can or you can help Rio to do it as well. Yeah.
Is it at disadvantage? We're still.
That's an 18 for me.
18. Okay. Kai, why don't you just go for it as well, eh? Since that
Normal
technically,
or disadvantage?
since you're looking with your eyes, it'll be with disadvantage. Oh, right, yeah, you've got massive perception. 15. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So this time, yeah, hello?
I was just going to say, by the way, I'm doing my best to try and track, even though probably everything's blown over.
Yeah, it's tough. The tracking feature you've got, you kind of need tracks to start with to be able to get an idea for it. Since it's all kind of like windswept snow, it's a bit difficult, but I'll definitely let you know. And interestingly enough, the 21 on perception from Kai will show something as well. Okay, so a few things actually happen here. Kai, you notice a branch has snapped, and it looks a bit fresher than some of the other sort of fallen and broken trees. You know, the flesh of the wood is still quite bright, so it looks like it might have been snapped quite recently in the last day or two. Erendor, you hear, you swear over the sound of the wind, you hear a voice calling out in the direction of the rocky crag. Just faintly. Not legible enough to actually hear any words, but just maybe calling. Maybe it's the wind hitting the trees weirdly, but you swear you hear something quite close by. I mean, Rio with an 18. Yeah, I think with Kai pointing out the broken branch, you kind of notice as well, and you kind of can see potential passage of something, of some creature here.
I wave down Rio and go, come check this out, see if there's anything that you can see with your perception.
I go over and look at the broken branch and scour the ground to see if there's any tracks at all or anything else that would indicate what it was that broke it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so...
And
yeah.
While they're doing that, I'm going to walk slightly away, stay within visual range definitely, and I want to cast Thunderclap.
Okay. What's the intention here? Just trying to make a big loud noise?
Just to create some noise, try and get attention.
Okay.
Just for reference, I am still slamming my shield boss.
Yep.
In the regular.
I remember that. So, big, loud bang erupts from Erendor. Remember to tick off your... remember to tick off your spell slot. The sound is deafening. Your ears all start ringing a little bit. And for a second...
It's actually a cantrip.
Oh, sorry. For some reason, I thought it was the... what's the...
Thunderwave.
Thunderwave, yeah, that's one.
I think it's Thunderwave or Thunderstep.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of Thunderwave. Cool, okay, no. Cantrips, all good. 1d6 thunder damage. Alright, cool. Yep. So don't worry about the spell slot. But yeah, so same thing. Your ears all start ringing, and it feels like the forest goes silent for a second. You almost hold your breath as you all kind of listen out. And again, I feel like you hear something call over the sound of the blowing wind in the direction of the crags. Rio.
I'm not the only one that heard that, aren't I?
Kai definitely would have heard it with his path of perception.
What?
Now that
And
you
I'm
pointed
just
it
like
out.
trying to unblock my ears.
Yeah, I don't think the rest of you would have heard it.
You guys hear that slight wailing? What is coming from the crag itself?
Well, as good a lead as any.
Rio, you come over and kind of look around the area where the branch was snapped and brushing away a bit of the snow. It does look like you've found a footprint here. Humanoid, potentially. Well, you would know definitely a humanoid, as your tracking feature would tell you. A person travelled this way. Small boots, kind of following them in the direction of the rocky crags. They seem to be spaced apart wider than you would expect, almost like they were running and leading up towards the top of the craggy area.
This doesn't look good. If these are hers, she's running from something. Can I see
to?
any of the type of tracks?
Other types of tracks, do you say?
Yeah, can I see what she was potentially running from? Or
Yeah, you can follow them backwards a bit. There doesn't appear to be any other tracks.
Is there any blood or anything? Like maybe some torn clothing, some fibers?
Nope.
some red snow, maybe?
No, nothing like that.
Well, let's
Alright,
Right.
well,
move onward with speed.
I'd like to move to Rio and then draw a line in the direction of where the steps are moving towards, so we get a kind of like an arrow towards where we need to head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I use my druidic and mark the tree as a note for myself.
Okay. So it's the druidcraft thing.
It just says I can do magic messages or something that only druids can read.
Leave yourself a little note. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Druid can't.
Yep. Cool. Sweet. So are we following the tracks?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm going to do my best to follow them.
Yep.
Yeah, I put my hand on your shoulder and give you some guidance while we're following these tracks.
Yeah. I think as you're in the forest and is your favorite terrain, I believe that.
And my favourite enemy.
Yeah, so let's just see exactly what that tells you. You learn their exact numbers, their sizes, how long ago they passed. So yeah, it looks like it. The tracks are about a day or two old. There's a single one of them. And do you get advantage on tracking? Yep, cool. So why don't you roll a survival check to see how you go tracking them?
And I get to double the proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Alright, advantage survival.
You just add a +2 to the modifier as well. Yeah. All right.
So
And then a
21.
+4 because
Oh, and a +4.
Guidance.
Yes.
+4 for guidance. Oh, and
22.
you'll be able to add another +2 to that as well. But yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
good.
22.
22. Okay, so you can follow the tracks, picking your way up through some of these, there are bits of rock that stick out. You need to kind of bend over to like lean around them as you're climbing up. A few of the times you need to scramble up on top of a boulder, being very careful of, the sharp edges.
Yeah, it's only a 20. I'm not proficient in survival, so I don't have proficiency bonus to double.
Ah, okay. No, 20 is still good though. Going on up the rocks, there's no checks needed. The tracks aren't heading up like impossible terrain, but it's kind of tough going. There's definitely a bit of scrambling required. Here and there you can see like maybe a bit of a scuff mark of maybe like a scratch of blood or something like that on some of the rocks as you're following, making you feel more and more confident that you're on the right trail. And then after sort of 5-10 minutes of scrambling up the crags, you eventually come to just an open, flat area. There's like maybe 10, 15 feet around you where there aren't these big, sharp, jagged rocks sticking out. Just kind of an open, flat, earthen area, and
That's
the tracks.
unusual.
Yeah, the tracks lead right to the center of it, and as you get closer,
Can I detect magic?
you can. And
I
Rio,
can.
you can definitely cast Detect Magic. And Rio, I'll just ask you as well while he's doing that. What are you like? How are you still following the tracks? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm following the tracks. Doing my best not to disturb them just in case I need to refer to them.
Yep. Cool. Okay, so the Detect Magic, I assume are you casting it as a spell slot, or are you going to do a ritual?
Which should I do?
Well, it depends if you've got it prepared, I suppose.
It's not prepared. So
Okay, so you need to chill for 10 minutes to cast it as a ritual if you want to do that.
is that something we can do here, or?
Yeah, you can sit down and trace out your Detect Magic for 10 minutes if everyone else is happy to wait.
Let's do that.
Cool. As you're doing that, as you get to start doing that, Rio, you're looking to follow the tracks into the center of this sort of open area. Can you roll a... this would be a perception check, probably. Oh, investigation. At this point, you're probably got your nose down, looking at the tracks quite closely. So roll investigation for me. This will just be straight roll.
Me? No worries.
Yep.
While Rio and Linda are doing that, do I see any animals in the vicinity? So I'd like to ritual cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah. Perception check to see if you can spot them.
Is this an open area? Is it still at disadvantage?
It will be, yeah, because of the snowstorm. Okay, cool.
And an extra 2 for proficiency. So 25.
Nice. Okay, Kai, you don't spot any animals up here. Like maybe there's an owl or something goes flapping on past quickly. You might have spotted like some sort of snow bunny or fox way off into the distance, but up here on the Rocky Crags, it doesn't seem like there's much wildlife. And Rio, as you're following the tracks, you very nearly step into a gaping hole that's just barely covered by a light coating of snow and some like twigs and branches and stuff like that. But since you're looking, you're able to quickly pull your foot back as it starts giving way underneath you and kind of lean down and brush a bit, and you can see down into this sort of opening, this rocky crevice, a dark void underneath you.
Can I see any tracks further ahead, or does it look like she may have gone down?
Looks like they went straight into the hole.
Anyone?
As your ritual casting it won't, yeah.
Okay.
Stream just died for a second. I wonder if it will reconnect automatically. Oh, it looks like it has. Yeah, so you can drop a rock and like
Just
a
listen
second,
for this.
2 seconds go by and then you hear a little clatter as it rolls and hits the surface below. You feel like it's maybe 20 feet. I mean, what's
That's a bit of a hole.
What's 9.8 times
Eight
whatever
seconds.
speed of gravity?
Are you doing
How many
that?
seconds would it take to drop a stone to go 20 feet? Anyway, it feels like it's roughly 20 feet down.
It's like 2
And you can kind of just see it, and it's dark in there, and there isn't a whole lot of light getting down through the cloud cover, but you can kind of just make out a cavern below after your eyes adjust while looking
90
down
foot
into
of
the
dark
void.
vision, or
Or
Say again?
I've got 90 foot of dark vision, if that helps.
Yeah, that would probably help. Yeah, you can see down into a cave.
And I have 300 meters of dark.
Yeah, it's like
I
you can
have
see
60 foot of dark vision.
down. Yeah,
I
We're
thought
doing
you were
the-
the blind one.
the dark vision measuring contest. All right, cool.
People always forget dark vision isn't perfect vision though. It's night vision. It's grey night vision.
Yeah, it's grayscale, I know.
So what I'd like to do is I pull out the clicking candle that Donda found in the ship from the very first time. Click the candle open, and I drop it into the crevice.
All
So
right.
it hits the bottom.
It does, and you can see it burning away on the ground below you. And it shatters, and you lose the item. No, it doesn't. I wouldn't do that to you. Yeah.
All right, 20-foot drop. Pull out the rope of climbing. Attach it to something on this end. Tell it to go down. Tell it to knot itself.
So just a note, Dondar, you've probably got about 5 minutes left on Detect Magic. And up here, you're going to probably struggle to find something to connect the rope to. There aren't like any good branches or anything like that. It's kind of like
How wide across is the hole?
not super wide. Like it's pretty easy to miss it. It's probably only a feet or two, a foot or two. Very easy to kind of just be not looking where you're going, and step wrongly and just slide straight on in.
Does anyone have a hammer of some sort?
No, that's fine. What I'll do is...
Actually, yeah, that's a better idea.
Huh?
Let's do what Death Mouse just yelled out.
What did Death Mouse yell out?
Terrible.
Use the dwarf as an anchor.
That nail is gonna go places, boy.
No, does anyone have a hammer?
Not on me, but I have
Yes,
a
I do.
club.
Donzar has a quarterstaff.
I have,
Yes,
an
I have a hammer.
It's 20 feet. 20 feet isn't far.
Well,
I don't know.
I pull out a crowbar and like, oh, someone's got a hammer. I can hammer this into the ground and affix the rope to it.
You just put a staff or something across the hole and tie the rope to it. Say it's only a few feet wide.
That could work.
Will it take your weight, Dunda?
Like you said, this leads down into it looks like a cabin rib, right?
Very funny, Kai.
Right. We don't want to go over the hole, guys. We need to go down and explore this cabin.
Yeah, he's saying tie the rope to the quarterstaff and use the quarterstaff as a pin in the top of the hole because it's not a very wide hole.
Ah, do you think it will hold your weight?
If it's a solid lump of wood.
That's am I.
Oh, I'm looking at the guy in heavy armor because of the armor.
I mean, it's 20 feet. It's not that hard to climb.
If we dig out some notches, the quarter staff will hold.
Are we assuming I'm not too deeply asleep to participate? Is there, can we see if there's any other way into the cavern, or is it just that one little hole?
You can have a search around if you want. You'll probably need to keep focusing on your casting, but you can, as you know, distractedly just sort of mention to them, like, guys, have a look for something else or something like that if you want. Yeah. And also just
While
want to
they're
point
doing-
out, Erendor was saying that he does. Erendor, you've got hammer and pythons,
I do
right?
have a hammer.
Yeah.
Yes, I was actually about to say,
Hammer and-
I wanted to specifically check if the wall of this pit goes all the way to the ground.
Yeah, so you can have a look, like sort of poke your head into the hole. It's not a straight chasm, if that's what you mean. It's not like a tube that you'd fall down. It's sort of like maybe 5 to 10 feet or so. Probably a bit less than that, like 5 feet of rock. And then it opens out, and you can't really see the walls on either side. It sort of opens into an open area.
Dondar has a small stool.
I mean, small person would make small stools, so that makes sense.
Cool. So Dondar's probably a
I-
couple of minutes away from Detect Magic. What else are we doing? Having a look around?
I would like to use that crowbar and hammer idea because I also have a crowbar and a hammer, and try and create something nice and sturdy to tie a rope to.
Yep. Easy
I was
peasy.
thinking of just hammering it in like a tent peg.
Yeah, basically.
You actually literally have pythons, Erendor. You've got 10 of them. Designed specifically for climbing, so you can easily enough grab one of those out if you want, and hammer it into the rock
While you're
or the
doing
soil.
that, I use my cantrip Sacred Flame and I burn away the snow, revealing the bare earth.
I thought Sacred Flame was radiation.
It's
yeah, but
radiant.
It's still heat though.
Is it?
Is it? This is an interesting question which I
It's
haven't.
holy light,
Yeah.
not actual flame.
There's something that comes up every now and then in D&D
Does it
sessions.
not burn like flame?
Well, let's
Yeah,
let's
but
just agree
radiant, not
now.
fire.
Let's agree between us now if we want radiant damage to act like fire and that it's hot and it would melt stuff, because I'm
Personally,
easy either way.
I
to be
think
honest.
it would only be hot on unholy creatures, like holy
Yeah.
water and everything like
Ah, right. So it's like
Yeah.
holy water.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's radiant, it's like holy damage.
Hmm.
We could also anchor
shovel.
the.
Well, Yeah, maybe I'll
We
just
could-
dig. I'll just dig the snow away.
We could anchor the rope under the snow as an earth anchor.
I mean, we got actual like rock climbing
We
bikes.
got the,
Let's
we
go
got the right. Yeah,
do
we got the
some
right.
do some
build.
rock hammering.
Uh-huh.
We got the tools.
Okay. Donda has precipitation that he can use to melt it.
Oh, you
as
can
well.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do that.
Yep. I mean, I can also do that while Dondar is still ritual casting.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, did you pick prestidigitation? Oh, I love you. I love that spell so much.
Yeah, Mage Hand that and Thunderclap.
Amazing.
Mm.
Cool. So yeah, hammer in a python, get the rope connected to it, melt away a bit of snow, and all ready to go, ready to drop in. At this point, so you can see the opening. It's probably going to be a bit of a squeeze for you, Vale. It's going to be tight, but you can probably position yourself sideways to slide down. You might get a scratch on your armor, but yeah, that's sort of the size that we're thinking. Donda, your detect magic reveals any magic around you as it comes into effect. You notice the magical rope shining brightly in front of you, and the other miscellaneous items that your companions have. Below you, about 20 to 15 feet, very, very, very strong, like probably strongest sense of magic than you've ever detected before, of necromantic energy. It's like in your mind's eye, it's like just a burning black void.
Ooh. That's not ideal. Hey guys, there's strong necromancy down there.
Shiver down my spine.
I am Jack's complete lack of surprise.
Whatever.
Well, sounds like you might be putting that radiant damage to work soon enough.
Riv,
Hmm.
having ritually cast detect magic myself, would I know what Dondar's casting just by looking at him and listening?
It's an interesting one because like your magic would be different to a wizard's magic. You can probably surmise that it would. Why don't you roll a Arcana check for me just to see? It's probably not going to be a super difficult roll, but just the the patterns and the enunciation that he's doing is probably going to be slightly different. Yeah, no problem. It's a different ritual to what you would do, but you can pick out the key features and you can tell that he's doing that.
Hey, Dondar, was that detect magic?
What?
Did you just ritually cast detect magic?
Oh yes, I did.
Check something for me, will you?
You cast detect, not identify.
Yes, I know.
I can tell the school of magic.
I pull out the quill and go, is this pinging anything to you?
I will have to consult my DM.
It is not, sadly. It is not any magic.
Great, I stole a normal fucking feather.
Right.
I mean, that's or it's protected.
See, now my only question is, do you keep the feather or do you just throw it away?
Yeah, throw it back in my bag.
I mean, it's a nice quill. It's not every day you know.
He will try and sell it back to the seller next time we're in town.
No. I'm waiting for you to go through that spell book. You can do another spell to tell if you can do anything later.
Hey, 5 sessions from now, you'll need to desperately write a note, and you'll be like, "Wait, I've got a quill."
I need to write it on my stool.
Yeah. All right.
I ain't brought in anything.
We're set up. If I'm going to be the one that's going to have trouble squeezing through, I should go through first. That way, if you guys run into shit, I'll already be there. I
So,
would say.
can I tell where the necromantic thing is? You said it's about 15 feet below me?
Yeah, it's down and angled in front of you a little way.
Like, down the hole?
It feels like it's beneath you, yeah.
Okay. Because I'm not supposed to be able to detect... Like, 1 foot of stone is supposed to block it. My effect.
Goes through the hole though.
Yeah,
There's a hole.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Okay.
detect it through the hole, yeah.
So it's not straight below me, but it is above the ground by about 5 foot.
No, it's
Maybe?
under. Well, I mean, I suppose
Think of it
I
like
mean, it's a bit of a weird
echolocation.
one, right? Like, is it direct line of sight? Like, if you were just standing slightly around a corner in an open room, would you just now not be able to tell magic? Like, it's a bit of a weird, washy one. So, it's not directly beneath you. Like, if you look down into the hole, you wouldn't like see something necessarily.
Okay.
But it's
So when
like
we hit
roughly
the
there.
bottom of the hole, it's not going to be just hey. That's what I'm
One
asking.
way to find out.
It feels like it's coming from underneath you, down in the hole somewhere, in that general direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, if
And-
Valerian is gone first,
Yeah.
I'd like to switch Vigilant Blessing to Valerian. And I also give you Eyes of the Night
Thank you.
with your one eye, your one good eye.
Yeah, I'll.
Actually, I might as well do this. I give you guidance as well. I triple buff you.
All right.
Roll my
up.
shoulders in, get nice and tight. Follow me in quick, because I've got a feeling this is going to be messy. And I'll do my best to slip in the hole
Okay.
down the rope.
Yeah. So, how soon after the rest of you going to follow? I'm just wondering, do I describe what you see, or are you just going to go first and then call out, or is everyone going to pile on down afterwards?
Probably one person on the rope at a time. I'll hit secure the area, and then hopefully people are dropping in behind me, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go in second, but I would ready to cast Bless if anything happens once I hit the bottom after Val's drops in bottom.
But, for reference, they'll probably be coming in quick enough behind me that they'll see as you're describing it to me. I've got a pretty good suspicion of what I'm going to be walking into.
Okay. Cool. So you head on down, you start sliding down the rope, and as you sort of breach the bottom and the cave opens up, you can kind of see you do have dark vision. Yeah. Cave opens up as you would expect. There are some large boulders. There's a kind of which looks like a tunnel down to one side of the cave room, which sort of twists away and goes around a corner. There are these big gnarled roots that kind of poke down through the cave walls. The odd patches of fungus, and that's about it. That's what you can see as you are sliding on down. You get down to the bottom, and your companions start coming down as well. Is there a specific order that you guys want to come down in?
I'll go second right after Val.
Yeah, Kai. Who's
I'll,
after Kai?
I'll slide down third.
Rio.
Donna's finishing casting Detect Magic, right?
Oh,
He's
that would
finished,
be
yeah.
done. Yeah.
Can I come down last and place a alarm on the opening?
Possibly. Yeah. Does it need to be a door? Because a door, a window, or an area within range. That
Area,
isn't much-
yeah.
yeah. So that will totally
So-
work.
Surface across the hole.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Erendil and then Donda. Cool. So
Yeah,
as you all start piling on down, the rest of you can see the cave as well. Valoran.
I reach down. Are there bones?
Yeah. So as you were the first one down, and you can kind of look around, it's kind of an eerie room, cave. You're out of the cold now. It's definitely a bit warmer, and there's no longer snow blasting you in the face, but you can kind of hear it still kind of going up above you through the cave wall. Bit of light is coming down through the hole, so there's this kind of very cold, almost moonlit room with a few rays of like very, very dim light shining in. And you can see almost like spotlit by the hole and this faint ray of light. You can see a tiny, tiny little skeleton just lying on the ground close to the cave wall, sort of 10, 15 feet in front of you.
Yep.
Oh man. I
Looks
pick up
like-
I pick up the clicking candle.
Yep.
Looks like we got ourselves a classic case of the vengeful ghost. Alright, well, skeleton, not fresh, old,
Roll.
moldy bones.
Do you want to look from where you are, or do you want to go and investigate it?
Well, I'll slowly advance into the cavern, Shield and sword at the ready.
Yep,
Might
I'm just
not be
asking if
her.
it's a...
All my danger sensors are firing at 120%.
Cool. So yeah, it was more for you wanted to roll
Yep.
investigation or perception, but well, let's say perception at this point.
Or medicine?
Actually, hold up, hold up. I want to
yeah.
consult Erendor. You've got your dagger, right? Anything? Your dagger trigger anything?
I would tell you if that was going to happen.
Ding.
So yeah, Valerian's going ahead. So you want to get down and have a close look at it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm close
Roll-
look at the bones.
Roll
How
a
old they would be.
medicine check. And Kai, you notice something as well, but I'll tell you what you notice after this. 11. It's a very, very...
Old.
Yeah, it's a very small skeleton. It looks, like a child and not, ancient. Yeah, it looks like it's been here forever. It's very, very dried out and not a hint of flesh or anything left on it. You do notice the legs are large broken fractures. One on the femur and one on the tibia, like the lower leg, and the hand, inside the hand you can see it's clutching this little silver locket. Kai, as you look around, up in the air, sort of 5-10 feet from where you are, off to the side, you see what appears to be another one of these strange cracks in space. The very space itself is warped like a broken mirror. That reminds you very much of the one that you saw back in the goblin cave.
The ancient temple.
Yep. And Dondar, the strong hint of necromantic energy that you're detecting is radiating from this crack.
I'm not
Vale,
to
as
take-
you are... Sorry, Vale, as you are poking around...
I 100% reach out and touch the cursed locket of doom and death.
you pick it up, and as you do, you don't feel anything. Nothing happens, but you hear a kind of hissing sound from behind you. It's like imagine something that is coming from hundreds of miles away, but just echoing down a very, very long valley, distant. This like echoing hiss, and you kind of whip around and see this tiny ghostly form of a floating young girl, just like eyes boring into yours and kind of hissing anger and hatred across the eyes.
Hello, love. You've been stuck down here for a long time, haven't you?
Her eyes are boring into yours and sort of flicking between the locket in your hand and your face.
So
What do you say
Dondar-
we get this back to your sister?
Oh yeah, we mentioned. Is this Tyra's sister?
Yeah,
That's
100%.
But there's nothing magical about the locket.
No magic has been pinged.
Glancing around, do we see Teresa, the lost alchemist's wife? Whose tracks led into this hole?
When I get to the bottom, I want to look for the tracks again.
Actually, I'm staring down the ghost.
Yeah.
Hopefully, other people are looking around.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you wanted to have a movement to dig around the cave to
No,
just see if you can...
I am.
A quick
keeping
glance, you
eyes
won't
up.
notice anything, yeah. Any of the rest of you guys doing anything?
I'm looking at Val. Do I see the ghost, or do only Val sees it?
You do, you all see it. And I'll give you all about 5 seconds to make an action before something happens.
I yell at Sala.
Yeah. You call out Sella. Her eyes don't even acknowledge you. She's just boring into Vale. This look of hatred.
Can I cast hypnotic gaze on her?
Staring at the locket. Yeah, and as you go to start casting, you just hear this like piercing, shrieking sound coming from the ghost. It like tears through all of your minds. It's the loudest sound you've ever heard in your life. It's sad. It's terrifying. It's sickening all at once. Everyone who can hear it, please roll a Constitution saving throw.
So that's all of us.
That's everyone.
The game just does not fucking like me.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, I changed to a 1. I thought I rolled a good number.
All right. Okay. So
Ah, shit.
we'll
Here
go
we
into
go
initiative,
again.
and I'll drag you over to the scene. But up first, how should we do this? I'm just rearranging your character tokens where you might probably be. It's probably like this. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay. As the sound pierces through all of your minds, Valoran and Rio, the life leaves your bodies and you fall over to the ground, unconscious, with 0 hit points.
Ooh.
Kai, Donda, and Erendor, you all take. Here, let me drag you here.
We're dead.
You guys are dead.
Been knocked out.
Are they dead or knocked out?
So I did mean dead.
That even goes through the temporary hit points. It's just a straight up
Straight dead.
straight to 0.
You guys get set to 0 hit points, you're unconscious. Kai, Donda, and Erendor, you guys take 10 damage.
So I take 3 with temporary hit points, right?
Yep. If you just go -10 on your health bar, it'll well, it should automatically do it, I think.
nope.
And then everyone, please roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Minus 41 put me to 0.
Yep.
I'm guessing I lose the 10 hit points.
You will, yeah.
I don't know how to do -10.
So if you just in the scene right-click your character, you'll see like some stuff come up around.
Ah,
Yeah, you can just go -10 in that health bar. Kai, as the sound is piercing through your mind, you can hear some of your friends screaming while others are just collapsing around you. You also hear another person screaming as well. Like the sound of another woman shrieking in agony coming from this side of the cave. You see that, Ping?
Oh, yes, I see.
All right, cool. So now, can I get everyone please roll initiative?
No combat
Please
encounter.
start
There we go.
combat
Thank you.
tracker.
Can I ask what type? Which was that damage or was that an effect?
You probably wouldn't know. Out of game, it's just an effect. It's not like an amount of damage.
is
Okay,
Donda,
'cause I've got a couple of. I thought maybe I had immunity to it.
Donda rolling with advantage?
Yep. Yeah, roll any
I think it was no swap on to me, wasn't it? Because I dropped
Oh
down,
yeah, it was too.
but I'm unconscious. So do I still roll with?
I think so. I don't see any reason why it would drop off you. So, roll advantage as an unconscious person, I suppose.
I'll roll it once more. I
Yeah,
guess.
just roll it in.
Cool, I have advantage because of the dagger of warning.
You do, yeah.
There we go. Took a bit to come through.
Nice.
I think no one.
Not that
I
that
guess I don't think it went off.
Lucky. Damn, dude.
So the first roll was 11. I don't see this. Didn't think the second one went off.
If can you click it on your character sheet? Just the
Oh, it's because I've already rolled once, so it won't let me re-roll. I'll just roll a d20, I guess.
Yeah, just roll d20 and plus what's your dex? +1. Oh, it's not even +1. It'll just be straight d20.
It's just straight. Yep.
Yep. I'll update it for you if it's higher.
No.
Okay, cool. We'll take the first one. All right. So, friends have collapsed at your feet. You all whirl around and see this ghostly figure of this tiny, tiny girl with just piercing hatred. She's staring at the corpse, or the unconscious body of Valoran, clutching the silver locket. We can jump into combat. Should we take a quick break for everyone to quick grab a drink, and then we can come back and finish off the fight?
Finish off.
Finish them. All right, cool.
Okay.
I'll set us to be right back,
Yeah.
and we will pick up the combat when we get. to stream. Cool. All right, so initiative has been rolled. This wail, the shriek, pierced through you, inflicting pain and knocking out a couple of your party members. Kai had noticed another seemingly like screaming sound coming from the other side of the cavern, and this wraith, this ghostly figure of a young female girl, his eyes are just boring into the now unconscious body of Valoran. Leading up the combat is Dondar. What would you like to do?
So my hypnotic gaze cast didn't happen.
Yeah, her thing was sort of like this innate thing that just sort of triggered before before you guys could actually take an action. She saw some hostility and her thing went off and triggered, and now you're free to take your turn. You can do the same thing or you can do something else.
Whoa. Why did everyone move?
That was me.
Okay.
Probably want to move back and cast.
I guess. I shouldn't try and pick anyone up, do you think?
Do you have healing spells?
I have a healing potion.
Oh no, don't worry about it.
You can also do a medicine check to just try and stabilize someone as an option if you don't have any healing abilities. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Or I could start firing shit into her. She seems pretty upset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So can I back up a bit?
You can. You can step over the corpse. I
Oh,
should stop saying that. The body of Valoran.
Body of Valoran. Can I check a witch bolt into her?
Yeah, man, go for it. Roll your attack. All right. 12 hits. 12 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Not a super high AC.
Fuck me!
All right.
Some static electricity zips out.
A big like a gentle trickle of lightning comes out of your hand, strikes the ghost, and stays connected between you. There's like this jagged, flickering, like trail of energy between you and her now. All right, cool. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Kai.
I notice Vale and Rio drop to the ground. I'm like, oh shit. And then I instinctively cast Twilight Sanctuary.
Yep. All right, what does this do? 30-foot radius. Sphere moves with you. Last 1 minute to be incapacitated. When creature returns the turn so that you grant the creature one of these benefits. 1d6 temporary hit points.
Plus my, what's it called? Modifier.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Here's a question. Does temporary hit points...
They don't stack. It's only the strongest source.
Yeah, so you would have all lost your temporary hit points.
We
I'm just
all
wondering,
lost our
temporary hit points bring you back from unconsciousness? Must
No.
do, right?
I don't think so.
No,
No, I don't think it does.
I don't think so.
Or you have to look. DM just has to look.
Yeah, I need to check this because it could change things. Does not restore a character to consciousness. Okay.
Also, we're about to find what is currently considered the most overpowered spell in current state of D&D. Twilight Sanctuary.
Yeah.
It is. It's kind of fucking broken.
Yeah. So whenever it's whenever you end a turn, you can grant the creature benefits. All right, cool. So yeah, we get a 30-foot radius. A 30-foot radius is like pretty big. So
So
That's
the
like-
scream yeah.
it's like the whole cave. So yeah, I won't even put down a template. Everyone's in it.
The scream I hear, she gets temporary hit points too. I think I can designate her. Like even though I can't see her, I hear her. She's in my sphere of influence.
I would say on this turn you probably can't because you don't actually know if there is anything there, right? You haven't actually seen a creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then afterwards, I like to. That's an action. That's my bonus action. Bonus action, I go into my starry form chalice mode.
All
Because
right.
I can't cast any spells, but my action's already been burnt.
Yep. Cool. So we'll chuck. What will we chuck on you? We'll chuck that guy on you. There you go. Cool. So yeah, these shining constellations weave their way up your arms. Very familiar now, in the forms of these big, large, ornate goblets, chalices. Fantastic. That your turn or any movement?
Yep. No movement, I stay.
Cool. All right. Fantastic. So that brings us to Vale. Your turn. Death saving throw, please. Nice. You get one success.
Almost critted and
Almost
got
straight
up.
back up. Yeah. Cool. Did you see where you can do that on your thing?
Yep.
Perfect.
There's a little tick on
I think
the
you can
big red
actually-
hair about to die.
Yeah, I think you can actually click the skull and it'll roll it for
Okay, you
you.
have to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Fantastic. And that brings us to Sulla the Brave. What's she gonna do? Yeah, she's just going to come forward and take a swing at Erendor with her corrupting touch. Oh, dude, that was so close to being good. All right, cool. Hand comes out and just like slashes at you, just rage in her eyes. It almost looks like she's trying to carve her way through you to get to the body of Vale, clutching the locket. But the first swing coming at you misses, and she won't do that now. All right, cool. That we can do a turn. Bring us to Rio. Death saving throw. You can just click the skull level. Nice. All right, cool. Success for you. And finally,
That's all my
Erendor.
Gloomstalker stuff.
Mm.
So this is how you negate my Gloomstalker. You just kill me before I get my first turn.
Erendor, it's all you, man.
Okay, I would like to use my bonus action to try and shove it back.
Using your telekinesis thing?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, go for it. This is DC 13. Okay. Oh, here's an interesting thing. I'm just looking at
Telekinetic ghost shove.
yeah, I'm just trying to think about it's not like a grapple. No, it's just gets pushed away. Okay, cool. I think that's fine. I think it works. So let's see.
Well, Salah is weak.
Not a very strong little girl. So she gets shoved 5 feet. And are you pushing away?
Just push away. Yep.
Cool. She gets pushed back. Some invisible force just shoves her, and she almost looks a bit surprised as her body floats backwards.
I would. No, don't leave the party.
Runs away.
The rope.
Tempted. Am going to try and I'm gonna move back a bit.
Mhm.
Just to there.
I'm just wondering if you can hide from
And-
ghosts.
And then I'm going to shoot it, or try to, and
I do have a spell of invisibility.
see what happens.
Yep. So you've done your bonus action for the spell. So yeah, you can shoot. Is this with your crossbow? Yeah.
He's got a
John
short
does
bow.
crossbow.
Short bow.
Short bow. Cool. All good. I thought you had bought a crossbow.
I had.
I haven't equipped it. All good. Sweet as. Make your attack.
Oh,
Yep. It'll hit. Cool. All right. Arrow pierces the torso. It passes through her. It seems like it does some damage on the way through, but maybe not quite as much as you would normally expect as it passed through her. All right. That'll be your turn.
Yep. That's
Cool. Back to you, Donda. So you're still concentrating on your witch bolt. Let me chuck.
Yeah.
Let me chuck a token on her for that. What would that be? How about this? There we go.
so, let's smack another D12 into her.
Go for it, man.
How do I just roll another D12 or do I hit the damage again?
I think you just roll damage. I don't. Let's confirm that.
If it's connected, you just roll damage.
Just roll damage, right?
As long as they're within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, better than one.
Nice. Yeah.
Better than one.
Good. 11 damage.
Lightning
Alright.
is very much a all or nothing.
Yep. Cool. Any movement? Any bonus actions?
I think I'd break the beam if I do that, so no, that's it.
Cool. All right. Kai, you'll go.
Okie dokie. I would like to cast Healing Word.
Yep. Who are you casting that on?
I'm casting that on. Let's see. Rio.
Cool. Before you click healing, can you please roll me a d6?
D6. Just
Yep.
a random
Just,
D6.
just roll a straight d6. Okay. Roll your healing. Alright. Rio, you heal 5 points. And you become awake again.
Okay, once that happens, like after my chalice form activates, I heal. What's Valorant?
Cool. Before you take that healing, can you please roll another d6? Okay. Same again. Yeah, you take the healing.
And you get an additional, what's it called? Chalice plus 4? Is it plus 4 to the thing? It's 4 hit points.
So not just doing it straight from the feature itself.
I did, but it didn't add anything. It's the
It's 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. So yeah, chuck on
Yeah.
a what's your wisdom plus 4 to that as well. So you gain 7.
plus 4. You gain 7 HP.
Yep.
Plus temporary hit points from Twilight Sanctuary.
Yeah, we're about to show how to see a broken Twilight Sanctuary is. Because it applies every turn.
Doesn't stack though, right?
No, but it just every turn it refreshes temporary hit points.
Refreshes, yeah.
Cool. Do you need to roll for how much it is each time, or did it?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Roll each time.
Is it?
Yep. I've always seen it played each time anyway.
Alright, so should I roll Twilight Sanctuary every turn?
That seems really cumbersome. Surely it's not rolling every time. Surely he would just roll it when he casts it, and then it just gives that. Because it says you grant it 1d6 plus modify temporary hit points.
Oh, so I need to roll the d6. I haven't rolled the d6
Yeah,
for how
you
much.
should.
I'm going to roll it now for temporary hit points, and we just go with more.
I think it's probably roll up front. It would be so strong if you had to roll it every turn, and it would also like take ages. So let's just roll it up front. We can talk about it offline maybe to see. All right, cool. So Vale +3, and everyone else as well can remember to add on +3 temporary hit points if you've had a turn.
Plus, does it come with my wisdom modifier with the Twilight Sanctuary?
Don't think so.
Hold on.
I've had 2 turns.
it
Should I be
is.
+6?
It is.
No, it doesn't stack.
Temporary points don't stack.
No, it doesn't stack. No, it is. It is. It'll actually be. It'll be 5.
Does?
Isn't it?
1d6 plus your cleric level. So yeah.
Cool. All right. So everyone, make sure you've got 5 temporary hit points. Oh man. All right.
Hey, me too. Even though
Yeah,
I haven't had a go yet.
Everyone. Yeah.
When you were
Every-
unconscious, you would have had it.
Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do I add the temporary hit points to my character?
Directly
below the
under your
health bar,
bar.
there's a little thing that says temp.
Yeah, you have to open up your
Oh.
character sheet and then underneath just chuck a number on there. Yeah,
Oh, okay, right.
cool. Okay. Cool. Vale, it'll bring us to your turn, I think.
I will use my bonus action to second wind for my little bit of take a deep breath and get myself together.
Cool. Before you do that, can you Oh, actually.
It's not magical.
It's not
here.
really a magical thing, is it? Okay, cool. No, go for it. Just roll it.
Oh, 6 extra hit points.
Cool.
I'm almost back to half health. Advantage of having no health points. And she's still looking at me because I'm still holding the locket.
She is. She's got her eyes just trained on you, darting back and forth between you and the locket.
I wonder if you drop the locket if she just looks at it instead.
Do we give it the locket? Do we put the locket back? Do we destroy the locker?
Or you throw it at her and use it as an improvised weapon.
It's her Horcrux.
The locket's got to go back to the sister.
Yeah, but you don't have to hold it now, right?
Yeah. I'll toss it behind her.
Okay.
Is that going to cost me an action to throw it behind her?
Or
Probably,
bonus
yeah. Are you
action.
sort of like throwing it through her, or like trying to angle it like away from her?
Just like behind her, so she turns around and looks at it, I guess.
Okay. Since you're not making like an attack like by throwing it at her, I would say you could probably just sort of chuck it as a free action. That's fine.
Just on the dirt over here.
Yep.
And if she's going to follow the look of it, I will run up behind her and whack her in the back of the ghostly head.
Cool. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please. Okay. All good. Yep, make your attack.
I'm not scared of the ghost. Ain't afraid of no ghost.
I am with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am with the...
A good shot with the long. Oh, that would probably miss.
Yeah, no good. She seems to pass straight through her ethereal hair.
Yeah. In that case, I will brace and hold my position.
Cool. All right. So her eyes do follow the locker as it lands on the ground, and then they dart back to yours. She kind of, she moves over here to sort of like try and stand in front of it, and then we'll let out another wail, another kind of shriek. This time it's not the same, it's not as loud as the other time, but it nonetheless makes you all sort of feel this pit of horror in your stomach as she casts Horrifying Visage. Can you all please roll a wisdom saving throw? If you select your character, you can just click the button in the chat. Okay. All right, what have we got?
Well,
Valoran, you are frightened. You just got woken up from being unconscious and feeling like this freezing chill of near death touch you, and almost as soon as getting back up, once again a similar shriek, and in the pit of your stomach you are terrified. The rest
And
of
then
you,
I am in
okay.
fact afraid of that ghost.
What's that? Sorry.
Turns out I am in fact afraid of that ghost.
Yeah.
Little
apparently.
girl, you're afraid of little girl ghost.
I'm honestly not that worried. 'Cause,
And 13 saves for Rio. Yeah, okay, good rolls, guys. Well done. That's going to be her action, unfortunately, for her. Yeah. She's going to... What's she going to do? No, she's going to stay. She's basically going to stay there and hold her ground in front of the locker. All right, cool. Rio, is all you, man.
Right, pop to my feet. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Cool.
Why the hell is it asking?
Detect magic.
Yeah, that one.
Make sure you didn't burn a spell slot on Detect Magic.
Yeah. Oh, that
Oh,
also-
Riv, sorry, minor point of order on Twilight Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
The temporary hit points are given to the creature at the end of that creature's turn, not the end of the cleric's turn.
Ah.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, so as you go around between your turns, you get the hit points given back to you. I guess the question is just whether or not we should roll at the end of each person's turn. But,
Yeah, but it's not just at the end of the cleric's turn, everyone gets a hit points, it's the end of each person's turn.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
So you can add your temp now, I suppose.
Yep, I think Vale still had it.
Yep, I already had it.
Cool. Alright, sweet, Rio.
Yeah, for some reason, the game closed all my windows. Thankfully, I haven't written any notes. Hunter's Mark and attack.
Go for it. Ooh. Nice, it's close to a 20. Yep, that will hit.
Oh,
Alright, very nice.
mark crits.
And so 35, so I've got, 15 foot of movement left? Or 10?
Assume you got it from prone, yeah. So it'll be 15 left.
Cool. I run back. Fucking bitch. I go back to there and I'm like, fuck you.
Cool. So the arrow pierces her again. Another arrow, and it passes through her and clatters against the wall behind. Okay, fantastic. Erendor.
That doesn't count as my first turn in combat, does it?
Probably not, right? Because your first turn you would have been unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try and shove it away again.
Okay.
You shove her or the locket?
The locket. I know it says creature.
Oh, okay. That's telekinetic, right? So it can be items, right?
We,
Or you can move items, I suppose.
you can't,
I
so you
could
can't
mage-
shove, but you can use like
I
a
can
mage.
mage hand
Yeah.
and just like drag the locket down like 60 foot.
It's invisible as well.
Oh, we want to get rid of the locket. Quick, give it to me. I'll tie it to the longbow and shoot it up through the hole we just came through. 600 foot later.
This is
It's so funny.
cool. Okay. Well, so that would be you'd have to do
Yeah,
that with
fuck
a mage hand, right? And it would be
Yep.
your cunning action to do that.
Work out where everything is on here because my window moved. Okay. Yeah, so using my mage hand, I just want to drag the locket down to about there.
Yeah. No problem. Let me, I'll just draw a little thing, eh? There we go. This is the locket.
The ghost is gonna be so confused.
And I am not going to take a shot at it, so as to try to...
You can ready a shot, I suppose.
Yeah, sure. I'll ready a shot, but I'm not going to take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Just to not distract it.
Okay, fantastic. So, that ends your turn. It brings us back to Dondar.
D12.
Go for it, man.
I can find it.
Oh, I love these DM private rules.
What are you
Oh,
talking
is that
about?
what that sound was?
Oh, it's thundering actually right now. Where I'm at. Very, very thematic for you, Dunda. It feels like you're casting lightning right outside my door.
Another 8 damage. Good. Okay, cool. So
That's it.
I actually should have rolled slightly sooner. But all good. Because of initiative things, I wouldn't have expected this to have happened. But you notice coming out of the walls on this side of the room, this dark, shadowy figure just float through, seemingly attracted by sounds. And on this side of the room, another dark, shadowy figure come floating through. And this one is going to go first. It will. Which one is it? This one over here. Seeing combat is going to look around and I guess probably just take a swing at the first thing it sees, which is going to be you, Rio. So it'll float over here and cast this on you.
Mentos.
Okay.
These weird wraith things.
Is that hit? Yep. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
6 damage.
That's 1 damage mitigated by Twilight Sanctuary.
And this one over here floating out of the wall on this side will take a swing at you, Erendor, with the same thing. Alright, I think that hits.
Holy shit.
Damn, that hit.
Ooh, 12 damage to you. Alright, cool. So that would be then Dondar, but Dondar's had his turn, so we'll go to Kai.
Alright. I'd like to cast Bless at the second level,
Mhm.
giving everyone Bless by myself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think so it just works, right? You don't need to roll anything. So at high levels you can target another creature, so you're doing it on 4 people.
Yep, so the whole party, except for myself.
Beautiful. Let me chuck a bless on everyone. Sweet as. Any bonus action?
Bonus action, Shillelagh. My bonus action Shillelagh on my club.
Yeah, I think so.
I
That's
mean,
a cantrip.
staff thing.
Yeah, it's fine. So yeah,
Any wooden stick.
the we were chatting offline a bit about if he added a metal like dagger tool or something, does it like change it into something? But it's fine. I'm happy as long as he's hitting with like the blunt end of it. I think it's okay. Cool. So you cast Shillelagh and your cub is imbued by astral power and it starts glowing. All right. Any movement?
Any movements? I move in front of Don.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And then you'll get temporary hit points, but I think you already got them full up, eh?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm full up.
Cool. Actually, interesting question. Is it a concentration?
Yes. Oh no. Wait.
It's not
Yes.
concentration. What is that
No, it's not
ability, dude?
concentration.
Oh, Shillelagh is not concentration.
Nope.
I was thinking about the Twilight thing.
Oh,
It's just a burnt elect. Oh no, Twilight Nuts, Channel
It's my-
Divinity.
It's
Yeah.
Channel Divinity. But
Well, no, but see, sometimes channel divinity is a concentration.
Mhm.
But apparently that's not. It just is a thing that happens. So
Yep,
there
it's
you go.
Yeah.
All
so
good.
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. Another off-screen thing. Oh, actually, I should mention, Rio. Since you're on this side of the room now, you would see a woman lying face down over here on the side of the cave, unconscious, with a bit of blood trickling out of one of her ears.
Oh shit, we need to stabilize her. She
Um,
died.
Female woman.
Valoran, all you, man.
Oh, I'm scared, but I'm still in combat.
If you're scared, do you run away from where you're? What
No,
you're
you just
from?
can't advance towards it.
Yeah, you can take a swing. We'll just be with disadvantage. But if you turn around and look at a different creature, I don't think you get disadvantage. It's only when the creature that you're afraid of is within sight.
But yeah, if I'm turning around, I'm not looking at it, so I'd be attacking with disadvantage anyway, because I'd be self-blinding as such.
Yeah, I guess I just mean if you wanted to like attack one of the other ghosts or something. Yeah.
Un momento, I need to do a double check. Ah. But what I can do is I can forego my attack and tell someone else to attack. Because Battlemaster maneuver.
You can.
And I will yell out to. Oh, Herndor's in combat, so he's going to take disadvantage, but he's the best option I've got. So I'll yell out to Arendor, I got it distracted, take the shot. So he
Alright.
can use his reaction to shoot the ghost.
You can make a range attack on the ghost. Hit the disadvantage button since you're in melee combat, but remember to add a plus d4 for the bless. Man, Kai is just one big walking bag of like bullshit spells. Eh?
Your Twilight clerics are fucking broken. There's a reason a lot of people ban Twilight clerics.
Bless, Twilight, and then the chalice thing that just like heals 2 people in a turn. Like, come on, man.
I didn't want a TPK, you know.
Attack with disadvantage.
Oof.
No good, unlucky.
Do you add 4 to that, or it's already added?
Yeah, you can add a 4, or add a d4 rather.
Add
Yeah.
a D4.
Baby.
Oh no, the shadowy black wraith in front of you is too distracting. You're not able to quite pin down your target. Okay, cool. Anything else, Vale?
Don't have much in bonus actions yet. Actually, that was a bonus action to use my attack. So yeah, that is. Probably shouldn't, but I'm going to back away from the ghost at the moment, which means I'll probably take an opportunity attack, I'm guessing.
Yep. She will take a melee swing attack you, and I think this is with advantage because you're frightened, right?
I don't think it confers advantage if they're frightened. I think it's just disadvantage on attacks I make.
Let's just double check it. Disadvantage on. No. Yep. No, you're right. Just a straight roll. All right.
Oof.
Ooh, okay. Wow. 2 1s and a 2.
24's a miss.
Holy shit. Okay.
It's
5 of which
mitigated.
is mitigated by temp HP, so I only take 3 points of.
Did that automatically
Sorry,
do
one,
crit
sorry.
damage? It would be twice that, right?
Yeah.
You have to roll.
No,
roll-
sorry. It's the double the. Yeah, I didn't click the crit damage, so it would be. She rolled a 6 on the dice total, so it's 12, and then plus 2, so it's 14 total.
What was I on? Because I went to do minus and then just did straight up 3.
So you would have just subtracted 8. So you need to subtract an additional 4, right?
Yeah, except I don't know what I was initially on.
If you just go, you would have been on 18. Does that ring a bell? I think you would have been 18,
That's including the temp HP.
including
I
the
think.
temp HP. Yeah. So it would
Then
burn
you-
off all of your. So it would be 5 from your temp, and then -9 of your main. So you would
So I'd
be
be
on
on.
11.
So no, I'd be on 5.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, so it was 14 damage because it's 6 times 2
Mhm.
plus 2, 14. You were on 18, so you'd be 4 total.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right. Cool. All right.
Then I gain temp HP because it's the end of my turn,
Yeah, of course you do.
which was 5 again. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can make another saving throw at disadvantage to see if you can end your frightened.
+4 with bless.
Yeah.
I mean, plus 1d4.
Roll.
Still frightened. Alrighty.
Yeah, still frightened even with. Not going to be enough.
7. Nah. Okay. All good. Rio, your go, man.
Not her go.
Oh yeah, it was. But like, I was thinking that attack she did would have been her thing.
I don't know, man. I'm literally nodding off. I'm sorry.
That's all good. All right. She's probably going to come forward and, She's probably. I'll roll to see who between you two it's going to be. I think she probably is still pissed at Vale because you were the one that took the locket in the first place. But yeah, she's going to take a swing at Kai because he's been doing a lot of magic. So this will be on Kai. No good. All right, cool. Now it's your go, Rio. Sorry, man.
How does ranged attack works? Is it just disadvantage to the guy that's right next to me, or if I shoot at the
It's at anyone.
speller?
Yeah. Any range attack will be at disadvantage if you're in melee.
Because they're crowding you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bugger it. Take the shot.
Cool. Is this on the which one? Main girl. Cool.
Main girl.
Yeah.
Do I get to add a
Mango.
D4 to this?
Yep. D4 for bliss. Oh, unlucky, man. Actually, hang on.
I thought it
What
was
is your
just
modifier?
+5.
How is it 13? 1 plus 5 plus 2. Where'd the extra plus 2 come from?
Archery fighting style.
Ah, yeah, it would too. Okay. Do we want natural ones to be an automatic failure, or do we not want that?
I'll put the argument forward because a lot of people probably don't know the math on this, that it's a bad idea. Because the more attacks you get as a marshal, the more chance you have to fail.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
And that's
Well, actually, that's like if you do crit fails, like if you fail, something bad happens. So it depends. Do you want to do like a natural 1 be like something bad happens, or do you just want to be a natural 1 just to be a miss?
I think it feels bad if something bad happens.
Yeah. Because like I said, the better you get it, more attacks you make, the more chance something bad to happen is, which is why crit fails are I don't like at all.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit hardcore.
I'll let it. So it hits because even though it's a 1, all your modifiers add up and it will hit. I'll make a note on the Discord and we can chat about it.
Really? Okay.
Yep. No. Let's keep the game moving. So roll your damage. Oh, where did you go? Oh, no, sorry. She was up here fine, wasn't she? Cool. Yeah, I'll just I'll make a thing here. So we remember to talk about it. Alrighty, cool.
And I'll just move 5 across. I'm still within melee range.
Yep. All good. Erendor.
Fuck. I'm going to use my telekinetic shove on Kai to push to there. Just to basically disengage Kai from combat.
Alright, I choose to fail the save.
Like, moving him up to here.
We still gotta set off the opportunity
I
attack.
think opportunity attack still works.
Does it?
Yeah, it's just if a creature leaves the combat range. This was
So
another
don't
big
take the
debate
disengaged thing,
whether or
yeah.
not whether or not forced movement triggers it, but it must do. Because what's the difference?
shove the ghost.
Well,
Yeah, shove the ghost away, so then you get two
Yeah.
fast.
yeah, if you're pushing a friendly out of it, they'll get hit. But if you're pushing the enemy away, then no.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Of the ghost
Because
down
one's
the
putting
stairs.
pressure on the enemy, and the other one is letting the enemy stand there while you drag things out of the way.
Yeah. Otherwise, you could run up to someone, attack them, and then step away and get an opportunity attack because they, in terms of like relativity, they are moving 5 feet away from me. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I will shove the ghost back, or at least
Alright.
attempt to.
Yeah.
Just gotta find it. It's in that tab.
plus 4 to your left.
Nah, it's a saving throw for her, so wouldn't affect her. But all
Oh,
good.
right.
She fails anyway, so yeah, she gets shoved again.
Oh, yeah.
Some invisible force hits her in the chest, and she kind of swings back with it once again.
Maybe I should lend her my stool.
I am then actually just going to I want to stow my bow and pull out my rapier.
Cool.
Got a rapier.
If you, so I'm happy for you to make an attack with it in the same turn if you drop the bow. But if you stow it and then draw it, that's probably going to have to be a whole action. But you can drop the bow to the ground and then draw your weapon and make an attack.
Cool. I wasn't expecting that offer. I will take you up on that.
Yep, no, that's good. So it says you can make an attack. You can draw your weapon as part of an attack. But like stowing a weapon and then drawing a new one would be a full round of action. So the way I kind of imagine is you just like toss the bow to the ground. That's a free action, and then draw the weapon and swing with it, and that's okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. So this will be on the shadowy creature.
On the shadow.
Yep. Ten just misses, unfortunately. Ooh.
Wait, plus 4.
Oh,
1d4.
true. Yeah, guys, keep reminding me. No. Misses by 1. The creature is too, like, it's kind of in amongst the roots at the moment, and you just kind of clatter off one of the roots. Ah, dude, I'm sorry. Okay. Any movement?
No.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Rio, this guy over here, gonna take another swing at you. That'll hit, I think. 17. Yeah.
Yeah, 17, mate, sorry.
Yep. Cool. 8 damage to you.
Down again.
No Twilight.
Oh yeah, did you would have added +5 from the thing in the previous round. Oh, so you're on 1 health. Dude.
Yep, that makes it 1.
Yeah. Okay, let's Good times. We'll be having conversations about that ability. Does it have like a number of turns that it lasts for, or is it just like
1 minute.
1 minute? Okay, that's basically a
10
whole
turns.
fight. Yeah.
10, yeah.
All right, cool. Oh yeah, so I should also mention, Rio. You lose 3
Yeah.
strength as well.
Is it
Full
temporary?
-4, I think that is.
Say again, sorry? Just so you
That puts me to -4, does it?
No, strength damage, not health damage.
yeah, it's your strength. So your strength thing will go down to 5.
Oh, the total. I was going to say the modifier's a -1, so
Yeah. Just the total. So yeah, your if you we just remember your strength was 8, or we can check it from D&D Beyond. But yeah, just your modifier. Sorry, your total will go down, so your modifier will also go down at the same time. Cool. Okay. Other Shadow's turn. He's probably going to take a swing at you, Erendor, since you just attacked him. Nope. All right. No good. Donda, all you, man.
Take a wild guess.
Lightning damage.
Lightning damage!
Dude, it's such value. And if you cast it at second level, it's 2d12, isn't it?
Yeah, you can upcast it,
Oh,
right?
yeah, dude.
For
Really?
dumb creatures, it's okay. Smart enemies know to run away and break the tether.
Yeah.
Don't tell him that.
This girl has no idea what's going on. How far away is the locket? Oh, I mean, if she went to the locket, she'd probably break it.
Can I fire it at a higher level? Or do I have to do it
You'd
initially?
have
at
to
a
You'd have to
higher level?
recast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to
Tether,
find the
hey?
roll.
You can just smash a 1d12 in the chat box if you want. It's easy.
D12.
Yeah.
Go.
4 damage, alright. She's starting to, wisps are starting to break off her. Her form is not looking as solid as it used to. Her grey, wispy dress is starting to become a bit tattered and bits are falling off her. Just sort of like vanishing into the ground. Alright, cool. Would you like to do any movement?
No, can't move. Gotta keep my break. Gotta keep my thing.
Alright. Kai, all you, man.
Can I move to like here?
You can.
Okay, and do I see the lady in red?
Yep, you'd see her now. So you guys wouldn't have seen it before because this is like a this part of the map in the middle is like a kind of a rock column. But yeah, from there you can see her.
I assume I can see her.
Yep, you can see her as well. That's I made it visible.
Right, sweet. I move there and I cast Healing Word
Cool. On the girl.
on the girl. Yes.
Right. Roll a d6 before you cast the healing. The cracked space which is floating up in the air about here kind of pulses with this bright yellowish energy. It almost just like flashes outwards as you cast the healing spell. Roll the number.
The healing?
Mm-hmm. Okay. It feels like the spell does more healing than you'd expect. It's like the energy that radiated from this crack in space almost like caught the energy releasing from your hand and like energized it somehow.
Oh, cool.
And the girl on the ground seems to, her eyes seem to flicker as she comes awake.
Good. When that happens, I like to activate Chalice Form since she's gotten some healing. And do I roll another D6?
Yep, who are you healing?
Rio.
Alright, roll a d6. Okay. Roll the healing.
And then add my modifier.
Yep. So it'll be 10 total. Yep. Nothing happens. The crack remains dormant. You take 10 health. Rio? Cool.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, perfect.
Actually, I like to yell to the girl, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, she is completely dazed and unsure what's going on at this point, so she's not responding. Actually, it is her turn, so she's just going to like move further deeper into here and just like cower up against the back of these rocks. Val, your turn.
Alright. This is messy as fuck, and we're getting bogged down in healing battles. I'm going to step forward, not going to break contact.
Yep, that's fine.
Take a swing at the... Yeah, she's going to take a straight up swing.
And
Are
Sella?
you still
Yeah,
fighting?
Stella. I just need to quickly check maneuvering strike. That's commended. Been a while since I run through my character sheet, sorry.
You're all good.
All features. Okay, it's only this target. Okay, so I'm just going to take a straight up swing. Even though it's not as effective as it could.
All right.
Oh, thank fuck. Vengeance!
Do
Jeez.
you need to roll again for disadvantage?
Because I'm frightened. Fuck.
Yeah.
Add a d4 to each one.
Well, still going to hit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely hits. I saw that nearly roll a 1 on my screen. Nice.
10 slashing damage.
All right. The sword does slash through her. And
Yeah, not as effective.
not as effective.
Still looking okay-ish.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she's on death door, but she's looking pretty bad.
Gonna burn my action surge, take another swing.
All right.
At disadvantage.
Yeah. And plus d4. Nice. Yeah, nice. That'll hit. Hit again.
Would I hit?
Doesn't have a massive AC. Poor little girl. Nice.
11.
Yep.
Don't have much in the way of bonuses just yet. That I haven't already blown. But I am just going to hold the line here. And can I yell out as a free action?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to yell out, "Hey, holy man! Use that fucking radiant damage and finish this shit!"
Alrighty.
And that's my turn.
I nod.
Okay,
Holy
cool.
ham!
Roll a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage to see if you break the fear.
Okay. Oh, with an extra d4?
Mm-hmm.
Probably isn't going to help. Because it was a 20 and a 2.
Don't think bliss works on saving throws, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah.
Ability
Okay.
checks and attacks, yeah.
But it's the end of my
Is attack
turn.
roll or saving throw.
But it's the end of my turn, and therefore Twilight kicks in.
Yep, so you get your...
And if you didn't think Twilight was broken enough, instead of taking the healing, I can have Fear cleared
True.
and cleansed.
You can. You can. I was wondering, because, I mean, I guess Kai technically has to do that, but...
Oh, yes, yeah.
But yeah, no, all good. Let's cleanse that from you. All right.
Yeah, because there's no point adding an extra 5 when I've already got the 5, so yeah.
Perfect.
It's just so
Does Twilight cleanse fear?
Yeah, but
Fears and
there's an
charms,
option.
right?
Fears
it
and charms
doesn't.
instead of healing. So
I thought
if
it
I'm already at
gives-
max
gives
temp.
fear or charm.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Twilight's. Admittedly, I'm not complaining how as much as I could be because we did start the fight with a potential total party kill 1 turn, save or suck, deal with it. So
And then second turn, everyone is frightened. Yep, fair
Yeah.
enough. All right.
that's my turn,
Amazing. Thank you very much. So,
and now I get fucked.
yeah, she is going to wail on you.
Mhm.
Well, not actually wail, because she's used it already, but...
No, denied.
Oh,
Right.
Don't fucking touch me again.
she got T-Rex
Are we?
arms, man.
We're playing flanking rules, right? I would say you're pretty flanked right
Mm.
now.
Mm.
Wait,
Fair.
do we give our monsters flanking? I think we do, eh? We have to,
If
right?
we
Yeah,
use flanking,
yeah.
that's flanking.
Yeah, if
But
we
it,
get
it,
it,
it depends if it's looking at him though. He's looking at Erendor, isn't he?
I mean,
Doesn't
everyone's.
matter.
Yeah. All right.
No, still no.
All right. All good. Rio.
You've already put me down once and
Yep.
Nelly twice.
I got bless you.
You do?
Yes.
Growing.
Which one you firing at? Right, sorry.
Yep. 16 will hit. Keep on punting them in. Nice. All right.
Another 13.
The dice are doing their average things, eh? Cool. She is looking really bad. We talked about Hunter's Markers and magic damage, eh? It just sort of like adds additional physical damage.
Yeah, I don't think it has like a damage.
Yeah. So it
To the
is just
target
spell
when you hit
itself.
with a weapon attack.
Yeah.
I think it's like an addition to it's like the arrow penetrates deeper kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Or like in a more vulnerable spot or something.
Yeah, if it said it did extra d6 of damage type, maybe.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I need to get enchanted arrows. Or
Yeah.
plus one. Right, does a plus
bow.
one bow turn the ammo?
Yeah, the bow
enchanted
does.
as well?
It will, yeah.
Plus 3 arrow, plus 3 bow. Let's go.
That'll be a cool 500,000 gold, please.
Yeah, plus 3 arrows are expensive. Alright.
That's all right.
I assume you don't want to move?
Nope.
Cool. Alright. Erendor.
Okay. Sorry, the dog's having a bit of a fuss.
No, no, you're all good. Do you want to? We can come back to you if you want to take a second.
Looks like has made its cut.
Papa wants to play.
Other dog. Oh my god.
Notice me, senpai! Notice me!
I am just going to attempt to teleconnect shove this one
The dog.
again.
Same goal again.
Definitely
Want to
the
push it back.
Sal's getting shoved every turn. Erendor.
Alright. She's making her strength save. Oh, look at that.
God, wow.
She's not falling for the same trick again.
3 times is enough. And I'm then going to swing at this one.
Sweet. Go for it with your rapier.
Wait. Does he have flanking ability? No, he's between.
Nah, I need to be on exact opposite sides.
Oh right, gotcha. Plus a 4. I mean 1d4.
Could make the difference.
Nope.
Nope. Still a weird position. Okay.
I'm gonna help with the dogs back in a minute.
All good. Sweet as. We'll go back to. Alright, same shadow is gonna smack you again, Rio.
Did I pick up 10 hit points? Misses anyway.
No, you wouldn't have, so yeah, feel free to add that on. But yep, that one misses. It is going to. One second, sorry, let me just read this. Yeah, it's going to move over to here. Feel free to make an opportunity attack if you want.
What can I make an opportunity attack with?
If you drop your bow, you could swing with your sword.
Can I
Oh,
smack
like
it with
slash
the
it
bow?
as it moves.
You could swing with the bow as an improvised weapon.
Because otherwise I'd have to waste my next turn putting the bow back up. If I go.
I think it's an action to pick it up. It's just so you can't backpack toggle, basically.
Yeah, but if I use my reaction on the short sword, then I'll have my sword in my hand. I'll need to waste my next turn put my bow back on.
You can just drop your short sword and pick up your bow.
Or could he shoot
It's a weird mechanic.
It's an
advantage?
interesting one. Do you just have a pile of weapons on the ground in front of
Yeah.
you and you just like switching between them?
Mhm.
Well, that's why I'm asking. How does it work?
You can drop the bow.
I think picking up the weapon from the ground is probably going to be your action. If you're just drawing it from a sheath or something on your side, I think that's okay to do as part of your like attack.
What do you have equipped at the moment, Ryu?
A bow.
Oh, bow. Can you shoot it with bow at disadvantage?
I think opportunity attack needs to be melee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Improvise strike with the weapon.
Yeah,
With the
go
bow?
for it. I think it'll just be roll a d20, add your strength modifier. No proficiency.
So not roll attack with the longbow and then roll a d4 for improvised weapon or whatever it is.
Nah, because the thing itself, we'll treat it like a club because it's a club will be what it's closest to, so it'll be your strength modifier for the attack. Okay. Plus.
And my strength modifier
is -3.
with 5 is -3.
Yeah.
And to bless.
So that's. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think even with the bless, it's probably not.
Do it.
Nah. Okay. So it's able to get away, and since it is dim light in here, it can roll a hide action, I believe. Since it's yep. So I guess I'll just roll a. How does this work? If I suppose I just roll, it's
Roll it
stealth,
versus
and then you
passive.
guys will just if you've got passive perception or
Or if someone wants to actively look.
yeah.
I mean, he's still in my line of sight.
Yeah, it's like
Shadow
a
in the
feature
dark.
though. It's like a shadowy creature, so it can kind of vanish in the dark itself. But it sucks. Your passive perception can see it anyway, so good. Okay, cool. Sweet as. This one. It's probably just going to swing back at Rio, to be honest, since kind of are in combat. No, actually, you know what? It's going to turn around and attack Vale. It doesn't seem like Erendor's having much success, so he's going to take a swing at you.
Oh, that'll hit.
All right.
And I am down. That is my luck. I was 9 on 9.
Okay.
Fuck. Wait, does that include the temporary hit
Yep.
points?
That's exactly right, yeah. And your strength goes down by 1. Okay. Donda.
Yada.
Are you doing your lightning again?
You know it.
All right, man, blast it.
Oops, 2d12. What? That's. Hey!
Oh, amazing.
Great.
Done. You're going down, lady.
Is there no damage modified with damage? Like plus anything?
Not for this one, it's just
No.
the raw dice, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
12 was exactly what you needed. So I guess
Ooh.
feel free to describe your attack if you want to blast this girl into smithereens.
I feel like it'll be a. It'll start off as a starry explosion and look like it's going to go into something really big bang, and then she just fades into nothing.
Yeah, this energy is like coalescing and growing stronger and stronger. And like one big final pulse almost just goes and blasts into her and just sort of goes zoop, and like absorbs into her, and she just kind of and her form just evaporates into mist as she
Floats
dies and floats away into nothing. In fact, I'm just going to remove her token because she was never there. All right, cool. Any movement?
Oh yeah, I can move, can I? I think I'm good. I might move away a little bit.
Cool. All right, Kai, you're up next.
Okay. Why isn't it moving?
Alright, channel divinity is up, and I see the two
Press
shadows.
spacebar once you've got the. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Okay, channel divinity is up,
Mhm.
and I see the two shadows.
Yep.
Can they be charmed in the status at the end of my turn?
How do you mean?
Because of channel divinity, Twilight Sanctuary, they're within it.
Doesn't let you charm them, does it?
Yeah, I can give them the charmed effect.
No, you
You can
end
remove
an
charm.
effect. Yeah,
Is it?
you can remove charmed from an ally. I don't think you can grant it.
Wait, let me see. Whatever
you
a
can.
creature including ends a turn in sphere, you grant the creature one of the bonus effects.
Yeah, so you
Causing
grant
it to
it.
be the effect on it causing it to be charmed or frightened.
You
Or you end one
yeah,
effect. Right, okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
that was what we did before for
Good.
now.
You
Yeah.
end the charm. Okay, right, I gotcha. Well then. Cool. Let's see.
Boy, that would be too much.
Cast, what's it called? Guiding Bolts, level 2.
All right, which one? Sky,
One on the left? Yeah,
Yep.
the one on the left.
go for it. Nice, 16 will hit.
Now I'm gonna roll damage.
Oh, sorry, which level did you roll this at?
Level 2.
Jesus, okay. This one takes 46 damage of radiant and is just blasted into nothing. The shadowy form just like is instantly snuffed out. You hear this kind of shrieking
they're,
like
they're shit. They're weak. Okay.
Holy damage does lots of damage versus undead.
yeah.
Okay. Then from there,
It's like
can I-
wailing sound goes off and echoes in your minds as it disappears.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I use my shillelagh and whack this wraith. As wait, that's can I bonus,
There'll be-
is that bonus action or not?
Nah, there'll be another action to do that, so
Alright, I'll try and stabilize Veil then.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yep. You can
Do it from here.
Yep.
From here.
that's fine. Cool, so there'll be a medicine check.
Yeah. Right, medicine. Where are you?
DC 10 medicine check, right?
Yeah, I think it's just straight 10.
All right, there you go. So you are stabilized
Stabilized.
and at 1 hit point. 0
I think
hit points. isn't
Zero,
it?
just conscious.
Yeah, cool. So no
Unconscious, but no more death saves.
No saves. Yeah, cool. All right, sweet as.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool. It is the girl's turn. She is cowering. Vale, it is your turn. I think we just skip, right?
Yeah, because I'm just unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh, unless I actually know, because I can't keep rolling to try and get up. So yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Rio. Rio, hello.
Rio JC is falling.
JC, wake up, bro! Wake up!
JC's dead.
What?
You're right, dude.
No, I'm half asleep. Or I'm asleep. What happened?
shoot.
You want
You're
to
up.
move
Gotta
your
shoot.
hunter's mark onto the other guy and shoot him with your bow.
What happened to the one that was next to me?
Yeah,
dead.
blasted to smithereens.
Blasted.
Okay, bonus action, move Hunter's Mark. No longer disadvantaged. Do I still have the D4?
You do?
Yes.
Bro, your modifier is crazy. That'll hit.
There's a reason I pushed for
Yeah,
20
like how do
bucks
you
already.
miss? Does I don't think a 2 would miss it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but I do fuck with damage because it's a ghost as well. or whatever
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
not too bad. Yeah, cool. Alrighty.
Why, yes, VPN. I will update right now.
Erendor, it's you, man.
I'm going to. What should be a surprise? There's no one. I'm gonna swing.
Ooh.
Endor's like, I'm gonna swing, and then if I miss, I'll shove it back 5 feet.
That was the plan.
That will hit.
That will do it. Question. This is a finesse weapon, isn't it?
Rapier, yeah.
Rapier's on.
be. Dex bonus.
Cool. Wonderful. Because I
Oh,
can use
no,
sneak
they're
attack on that.
not.
They're not?
It's a martial weapon.
Yeah, rapier. No, rapier's both, I'm pretty sure.
It says it martial melee right there.
Does martial use strength?
Yeah, it would. So, well, let's.
Oh, that's weird.
Rapier
Let's do-
properties finesse.
Ah, okay.
It's weird. It's not saying it in the in Foundry. Okay, no, I mean it must be
Actually,
because otherwise it wouldn't be giving him a +3 from his dex. So, yep, all good.
Yep.
But it won't be sneak attack because Valerian is unconscious, so he's not threatening. It's kind of a weird grid we've got going there.
Ah, yeah, that's right. He's unconscious, but
Mhm.
not. Yeah, okay.
Cool, so straight damage. Alright,
Hits. Third
Yep.
time's a charm, hey?
good hit. So yes, do you want to do any movement?
Wants to
No,
shove it.
but I will shove it. I'm gonna
Alright.
try.
Go
Does
for
that provoke opportunity attack if he shoves it back?
No.
You're gonna do it. Yeah.
I want to move it to there.
On top of Vale's body, and then it eats him.
So that it hits me while I'm unconscious, and I automatically take 2 death saves. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. That's so it's his turn. Did you want to move? Well, you're good.
No, I'm good.
Cool. I guess seeing Kai do some crazy magic is going to come and be attracted to you, so he's going to take a swing on you, Kai.
Being very generous there, DM. You could very much go for the wounded close target.
But why would he? You know, he'd probably go for the ones that look the most threatening, wouldn't he?
Oh, what? It hits.
All right, 13, and your strength goes down by 4.
Holy moly. Is that everything?
Just your strength. So just change your strength number down, -4. Cool. All right.
Right,
Donda,
how much damage did I take?
13.
13. So -5, so I take 8 damage, right?
Yep. Well, yeah. Just take off the 5 temp, and then yeah. Mhm. Cool. Donda. It's all
Does
you.
the is the shadow a creature?
Yeah, I suppose it counts as a creature.
Okay.
Oh no.
I want to try out hideous laughter on the creature.
I think that's a
What's
humanoid, right?
It's
Yeah.
creature.
That is how it looks,
Creature of your choice within range receives everything hilariously funny.
Yeah. I don't. I
Creature
don't
of
see any
intelligence score 4 or less isn't affected.
Is it a smart ghost?
reason. It has more than 4 intelligence, so I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Oh, so it starts laughing after it whacks me.
All right. Do you want to cast it in the thing because it needs to make a saving throw? I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Let me just check if it's got any condition immunities.
I don't think you can prone.
And I don't think you can be immune to laughing, right?
Once it's immune to incapacitate.
It's not immune to incapacitate, but it is immune to prone. So we'll say that it is incapacitated for its turn. Boy, oh boy. There you go. All right. So the ghost, it's a weird thing. It just sort of like freezes in midair, and it just starts this like hollow sounding laugh. but oddly choking sound. Yeah. Okay.
This is looking worse for wear. So if
Imagine
I
a dark and evil ghost trying to laugh, which it's never done before in its existence. Cool. Kai, that will be your turn.
Alright, if I were to move back, would I provoke an opportunity attack? But it's
Well, it's
incapacitated,
incapacitated.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Move back. And I do another guiding bolt. That's level 1.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Damn, boy.
Yeah. Roll your damage. Nice, pretty dice. These things do not have much health, and you dealt 32 damage to it, so it also just gets absolutely blasted as if it was never here.
Boom.
Blows away into stark shadowy mist. Okay. Oof. And with that, silence falls in the cavern again. You can hear the deep breaths of this woman over on the other side of the cabin, panting, terrified. Vale lies unconscious at your feet, and the locket was found. Okay, so how about we call it there, and we can pick up how we want to go afterwards, because just being
It's
aware that
getting
it's
late for you.
getting a bit late. And there's probably a few decisions we want to make now before heading back to town and stuff like that. So, yeah, you guys all happy to call it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
We can probably push for like another half hour or something, but yeah, we can
I
also
think
just pause.
JC's probably asleep on his keyboard.
Please.
Yeah.
To the world.
Pretty close.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, good.
No problem, you know. Sweet. Oh, well, nice. Well done. That could have been pretty dicey, but clawed it back.
You just want to kill us.
No, I mean, I really don't, but I want you guys to feel like you've
It really feels like you don't want to be a DM.
Oh,
I'm very
He's
curious
just
what
had
your...
enough of the cleric and the gloomstalker, so he just wants to kill us off, so we have to read.
Oh, the
That's
clerics only
fair.
just come online.
Yeah.
They're barely wound up yet.
I mean, do you want me to just make every combat as like, you rolled 3 attacks and now you won, yay.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I'm very curious what your strat was if we dropped in, wailed, all failed, and just fallen unconscious as a group.
I mean, to be honest, statistically, that shouldn't happen. If
But-
it did happen, I mean, we're live streaming it. It makes a good YouTube clip, I suppose,
Yeah.
and that would be the end of the campaign. We'll just have to
Yep.
make new characters. You're now a bunch of sailors on the boats back with Barrack at
Hey,
at
as long as
Kamar.
we don't have to start from level 1 again.
Yeah, no, that's good. We could be a bunch of like sailors or something in Barrack's like in his plan, but all good, worked out in the
That
end.
party fucked off and never came back. What's going on?
Yeah, like what were these guys like doing? They're all keen to come and they just like disappeared. No one ever saw them again. They're in the fucking cave that like 2 people have like gone missing in. Just corpses are piling up.
No, I was expecting to drop into the cave and there just to be like a carpet of bodies that have all been dragged in here by the ghosts.
Yeah.
I was expecting a necromancer or something. I was like, oh shit, we're going into something dark.
I was expecting the vengeful spirit luring people. I was originally thinking wisp, which is very similar concept. But
well, there's still the void
Mm.
in the corner, waiting menacingly.
That word was weird.
You rolled pretty luckily. You rolled pretty
Always.
luckily.
Always on my rolls, like no one else's magic rolls.
I mean, I guess thinking back on the fight, you get the feeling that it was whenever necromantic or healing spells were cast.
Now that I think about it, yes.
Yep.
Now that-
Let's just say it could have gone pretty badly if you rolled a bit differently on the rift, on like the
I was waiting for a heal to be, that heal to go on me when I was on 1 health to kill me.
something like that. Yeah.
We'll have to definitely work something out with hardy frontline soaking because I just don't have the HP.
Yeah, we'll need to have a.
Admittedly, we did start from a back foot, but
Mm.
I was tempted to go melee at the end because I thought it might be just really attracted to magic. But yeah,
All right.
Cool stuff.
Sweet.
Get that.
All right,
Shall
cool.
we book in a next session for next year?
Yeah. Here, let me just switch off the live stream.
We're all idle with the key.